You know when someone makes a joke here, when someone takes the piss, but the person laugh and make the joke sound worse than what it actually was. That's my man's laugh. Tell me I'm chatting shit.
100% no.
I don't make you feel bad about that.
I like your question that make you start questioning all that.
Nah, the amount of times I've had serious conversations with him, and at the end of it, he'll be like, but I'm just saying, and just start dying blood. I'm like, come on, bro, man. I like it, fam. Mandem. So, one chick said he looks like 50 Cent, yeah?
One chick looks like
You love bringing this up, man.
No, do you know why? Because I think he's we need to let the man them know. Let's wake it up, bro. Let's wake it up.
Yeah, we're live, innit? Come.
Let's wake it up. Boom.
Yeah.
So, one white chick said to my man, you look like 50 Cent.
I love how you introed.
His response was, you look like him up on the standards. Wait. No. My opinion, yeah. He took offense to the 50 Cent comment. I hear his reason, but I think the comment she made was a complimentary comment that he just took offense to. Can we? Let me land. I'm the one talking, my guy. Let me land, guy.
Land.
Man, can we agree with that? Yeah? In my opinion, it's a compliment that wasn't received too well.
Yeah.
The same way you might say to someone, yo, you lost a little bit of weight, you know, or you put on weight.
Yeah.
They might not receive it well. You get me? Because they might be going through something where they're not eating properly. You get me? Cool. To me, Amanda, you lot know this. In British culture, to say that the gyal, a white girl looks like Heather from EastEnders, we all know that's the biggest mockery ever.
It's not. She's a British treasure.
Heather
Graham is a British treasure. When they killed the rough, everyone was upset.
Am I
Tell
capping?
a girl that she looks like Heather, bro.
Tell me that's not scrap talk.
Heather's lit, man.
It's either she knows you're
What you
insulting
saying?
her,
You'd wife that.
so she's gonna go
Wife
mad.
that.
What, Heather? All day, man. That's my... You don't know my type, man.
Dog.
You know my style,
Rough,
man.
fam.
You're dark, you know.
Yo, sicko black. No,
Yeah,
wait. My question, cool.
Yeah.
Let me rephrase the question.
Yeah.
Would you wife this woman in particular that you said looks like Heather?
Who Heather or the girl?
Let's
that-
not.
That's
Don't
why-
move
that's
the.
why-
Don't
that's why I asked
Don't
from.
move the goalpost.
I'm not moving, I'm
You asked a
asking.
specific question.
God bless you.
Innit?
I asked in regards to the woman that you said looks like Heather. Would you wife her?
Yeah.
Oh,
100%.
cappuccino, fam.
100%.
Pure cappuccino, fam.
Shout out to Heather. Shout out to all the Heather, man.
Man, but we all know.
Shout out to all the Heather
Do you know why he
Grahams,
be?
man.
Do you know why he
You're
be?
lost.
Do you know why he
Why am I lost?
Do you know why he being disingenuous? He's being disingenuous because we all know they say to a white guy, you look like Heather from EastEnders, it's the biggest piss take ever.
Yeah. Straight up
It's the
dissing.
biggest piss take ever, blood. That's like
Like,
saying,
whoever man comes and said you like what's his name? What's it, Norbit?
come on.
But they think
No,
Norbit's funny, though.
Nutty Professor.
Oh, yeah, that's it, Nutty Professor.
That's it,
yeah,
there we go.
That's it, that's
Yeah, I
it.
used to get that all the time back in the day.
Are you cool with that?
He was cool with that.
It is what it is,
Nah,
man.
you
I
was
can't-
insulted.
not what
You
it's
was
not.
insulted.
I was insulted, but life goes
There
on.
we go.
I don't look like him, bro.
There we
Alright.
go. All right then.
Alright.
Aight,
Same, I don't like
Thank you
50
for
Cent,
that. Thank you for
But
that.
the same, I don't like.
Thank
I
you
don't
for
like
that.
50 Cent. I'll took it on the chin.
No, but the reason why
Then
you
I
don't-
said she looks like
Why
Heather.
don't you like 50 Cent
There
though?
we go. Thank you.
No, I don't like 50 Cent.
Oh,
But I don't want to be synonymous with a man that got shot 9 times and he beefs everyone. I don't want to get synonymous with that.
Yeah, but wait.
No, let's get into it. No, wait, man.
Alright, go on.
Why?
Go on.
What's there to get into?
Go on, P. Go on. Because I'm
What
ready
is
for
50
him.
Cent known for, bro? Like, how does he look like in terms of his image and the way people perceive him? How would he come across like?
He's known as a rapper. He's known as.
Oh my days, bro. What's going on in life, bro?
The packet
He's
was
known as a
open.
TV producer, innit?
What do you mean,
No,
bro?
he's not known as a but he was known as a rapper.
Yeah.
And obviously he was an icon, he was a star. You get me? So what? When she made reference here, it's more from a fan point of view, as in like I rated him. Do you get it?
I
Like,
don't know about that one there, P. Still, but you lost me there. You
no,
lost me
bro.
there, bro.
No, so how? Well, so no. Because my point is, I'm saying it. Look, if she said it in a way like she as in ratings, why are you offended by it, bro?
I wasn't offended.
So what do you mean? That don't make no sense. What you just said.
I just said she looks like Heather, innit?
No, but bro, G.
She said I look like 50, so I said, let me find someone who she looks like, and I found Heather.
That's like someone coming to me.
This
Look,
person.
Huh?
This happened to you.
Yeah.
and she, bro.
So you look like 50. You said you look like Heather.
Yeah, bro. The cut, bro.
Tell me
Jeez,
what
man, the line valley, bro. Like,
Tell me it's not
Like,
disrespect, please.
It's not this is.
she's violating, bro, fam.
It's
That's
not.
In his eyes, that's what he saw.
Exactly, in her eyes, she saw 50 Cent. I saw Heather.
Semantics, man. Hey, semantics. Hey, man.
You lot are lost.
I
It's
swear, bro.
semantics.
He's
I-
violating.
lost, bro.
Like he's violating.
He violated her whole life, bro.
Exactly.
But
bro.
wait.
She complimenting him.
It's not a
he
compliment,
violated
though.
her.
No, but he,
No, because
he
that's
might
him.
not 50.
For a girl to equate you to
But that's
50
my
Cent,
point.
fam.
50 was that's why I
How
said
is that
wait,
different?
he's that guy.
But man,
yeah,
man,
I
I
would-
never said it was
like,
disrespect, though.
Do you know why he?
So
Do you
why
know?
would you
Do you
disrespect
know
her?
why he
I
doesn't
didn't
compare?
disrespect her.
Do you know why he doesn't compare to 50? It's not even on the physical thing. It's more his characteristics as to why they're going to be compared to 50.
No,
can
it's
see
not
it.
Yeah, I
that.
can see it.
I
Nah,
can see
No, it's not that.
yeah.
I can see it.
Now that you said that, yeah,
wait,
I never was thinking
P,
it now.
wait, P,
I'm
let
nothing
me,
like
wait,
Curtis
P, wait,
Jackson.
P, let me ask you a question, please.
Curtis Jackson.
P, no, let me ask you a question, yeah? If you remember what I said in terms of I don't want to be attached to someone that's got shot 9 times and he's beefing everybody, isn't that you defining someone by their characteristics?
Yeah.
There we go. So you don't want to get judged. You don't want to be compared to 50 because of his character. But she's saying you look like 50 aesthetically.
Exactly. Big difference.
That's in my opinion.
I look like
I
her.
even spoke to one of my female brethren and she said, you know what, 50.
G, as soon as you said it, I looked at him and I said, yeah, I can see it.
I look like her.
Even the way you cut your
Yeah,
eyes.
yeah, I can see
I
the
100%, bro.
resemblance.
I look like- I look like I don't like no
You know
one.
what's funny as well? I had this conversation with his sister today, yeah? And guess what song came on just after we finished the topic? 21 questions. Say no more.
He's got the same shirt on as well.
No. See, I never said that, bro. I never said that in it. I just said, you know what I mean? My opinion, bro. Let's stop drinking cappuccino. Let's be real.
It's not drinking cappuccino.
Let's keep it 100.
But I never saw Heaven in a bad light though.
You didn't.
I
When you
didn't,
was
though.
watching EastEnders, you was on
I used to
Heaven.
rate Heaven though. I liked her character in it.
Hey, bro, what's wrong with this guy?
Auntie Heather in it.
Hey, what's wrong with this
Shirley's
guy?
best friend.
IG.
But I rate Heather though. You lot didn't rate Heather. I rate Heather. She was a
You
nice
know,
person.
you know he's trolling, innit?
What do you mean? How? She was a nice person.
100%.
She worked in the local shop. She was a nice
You're
person.
saying you'll sprawl that out.
And then Ben killed her in it.
No, but
Oh.
would you
You
sprawl that
on
out?
Ben? Like, was you on
No,
him?
no, stop. No, don't twist that.
If I see him on road, like.
No, don't.
Where did you
No.
get them from? Local. Local shop.
Listen, shout out Heather Graham, man.
How much?
One of my favourite characters,
For
man.
what? For
Exactly, bro.
Heather was one of your favorite characters.
Yeah, I liked her character. She's a
what?
good person.
I lost.
And then Ben killed her.
Hey, that hurt my feelings, you know.
I lost.
Buying it.
Why am I lost?
Double two.
But what's wrong with okay?
That's
What's
at
wrong with
least
Heather?
30p at best.
39 at best.
Yeah.
I was being nice, man. I was being nice, man.
Wait. You see the girl? Yeah, was she big?
Yeah, she's
Yes.
a big girl.
IP, you're not gonna lie, family. If you see her, I'm not gonna lie to you. I see why he said it. With all due respect.
So why are you trying to make me look bad then? Because you see why I said it.
Yeah, but Aya, let's can I ask you a question? And please, I beg, let's keep it 100, man.
No, I'm keeping it 100.
Are you gonna tell me, regardless of what you Aya think about Heather, are you telling me the general public don't have a certain
Perception.
stigma?
But that's the general public. I'm not the general public though.
Oh, see what I'm saying? You're not being
I see things in a different light. I like Heather though.
No, I hate
They
you.
didn't like Heather. I like Heather.
No, I hate
Lots,
you.
I'm gonna be real with you.
She's one of my
I
favourite characters.
He's a different you.
He's a dirtbag because
He's
he
a
said he
cheese,
likes
man.
the things with no necks,
Yeah.
broad back and that.
Yeah, the heavy breathing, like she got COVID. That's the type of girl that I like.
My days.
That's what I like.
No,
you heard this
That's
for
too
her
much.
first.
That's too
Come
much,
on,
man.
man.
You heard
That's
this?
too much, man. That's too much, man.
Come on, man.
But wait.
I said,
I said
hear me
the
out.
wheezy though.
Come on, man.
Yeah. Hey, man. He said it as if we're the issue, you know.
No, you are the issue.
Hey, man. We was like, hey, come on,
Man,
man.
moving like every Spears, man. Bare body
Wait.
shaming. I like girls.
I
I like big girls.
It's not
I'm
body
body
shaming.
Why do you like
shaming,
big
yo.
girl though?
I'm
Why-
not
It's
why
not
do you
about
like
big.
it
That's
long?
no. We're not
Why
saying
not?
anything
I'm
to do
not
with
body
big.
shaming. I'm not body shaming. Hear me out. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Because see, this is
Big and
why
asthma
this is
is
why I fuck
different.
with P. You know why? Because P, they're clocking that you're not answering my questions.
I'm asking you a
I said,
question.
forget you being Ayo.
Yeah.
Are you going to tell me from a general public point of view that you know that Heather had a bad stigma?
Yeah, bro, he knows. G. That's
So
what I'm
does
saying.
50 Cent.
That was a dick.
why he's
No,
on
he
her.
doesn't.
He
He wants to go against the
No,
grain, bro.
he doesn't. G.
50
It's
Cent
not
has
the
a bad
same
stigma.
cost.
It is.
Like, it
It
is
is.
not, bro.
Same.
It
It
is
is.
not. It is not.
Because not everyone looks at 50 Cent the same. I can use that
You
same
get me,
argument.
fam? Like,
What? Because he's a rapper and he's got bare
But
TV
you know,
shows.
Yeah.
but you know, but wait, but you
Yeah,
know,
for
bro.
those
But people are
exact
still going to
reasons.
see the gangster and the drug dealer or whatever it was.
I hear you because obviously some people
And the
Yeah.
progression.
some people can't let that go in it. But
Yeah.
we know that women place a lot of value in their physical appearance.
exactly, bro.
Are we
So-
gonna agree to disagree?
Yeah,
All right,
100, my doggy.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
So as we know this, and again, Forget about you being Look at yourself as just an individual with no name, no personality, just an individual. We know in Britain, anytime we want to say "girl, them look like Heather," it's a disrespecting. Man, am I right or wrong?
Come on, my guy. They call it a muffin
I
top.
probably
There
used
we
that
go.
line more than enough times in secondary
There
school.
we
referring
go.
to
But that's you lot's eyes, isn't it?
Yeah, but see,
No, no.
no, but see, you see, you're not even go personality because
I'm not.
trying to talk to you as I'm trying to talk to you just like a person with no face.
Reason
Yeah,
into your inner being.
thank you. Look, you know, as they say, your third eye, as they like to call it. Yeah.
Shout out, have a great.
Pineals and that.
There we go. Thank you very much.
We're all out here.
What
Shout out
I
to
you
Curtis
know,
Jackson,
come on,
man.
man.
Shout out to
You know what I
everyone,
mean? So my point is, look at yourself as just a being. Yeah. You have no name, you have no face. I ask you this question. Yeah. Are you genuinely going to tell me inside your heart of hearts, bro?
Yeah.
Are you really going to tell me that you don't know that people disrespect Heather?
She got disrespect. I know she did.
So, are you going to be genuine and answer my question honestly and answer this by saying, anytime the man them say a gal looks like Heather, it is a disrespect?
They were disrespected.
Yes or no?
Yeah.
Thank you. That's my case.
That's it.
He still doesn't get it.
No, I get it, but I don't agree because I like Heather.
He gets it.
Alright.
You
let me
don't
ask
like
you a
Heather.
So wait,
Let me ask you a
you find her
question, bro.
attractive?
Yeah, he likes. he's
Yeah,
on
with the
that.
lights off.
He prefers
off.
it.
Yeah.
With the lights on.
This guy's
Wait, what? Ayo?
this guy's the
What?
actual chief. you
What's
know.
this backpedaling that you're doing over here? bro?
You're on Heather, bro. Be on Heather, bro.
Shout out Heather.
Live
man.
your movie, innit?
So you saw Heather at Carney. You're holding her waistline and you're
Yeah,
taking that wine.
daggering that.
Not in public, innit?
10,
That's
5,
like
10,
example
10
of
cents.
daggering that you just did
Wow.
there.
Private things,
Yeah, I saw that. You know what I'm saying?
I'll move the seat forward,
Nah,
blood.
hey,
Bare vibrating
You
out
know,
there,
Chris is
boy.
Vicky Yang, the guy here. Nigga, please, shut the fuck
that's
up,
what I
nigga.
was on.
Yeah, you're gonna see Io move his waistline in a way you've never seen before.
Thank God.
All that Jollof has to put into good use, blood.
bro.
All that energy, you get me? All that protein being put to good use.
Man.
I mean, I hear your point and I appreciate your point, but I just think to
No,
myself
yeah.
personally, my broski, it's a disrespect, fam.
You're trying to be a
It's a
crusader, like
disrespect, fam.
saving things that you think are really dead.
It's
things,
a
but
disrespect. It's like
trying to make
if
them
a
feel
big
good, man.
black girl gets compared to
Precious.
Come on, that's fight talk out here, blood. Come on, bro.
Oh
shit.
Fight.
But let them fight though. But Precious,
It's like- it's-
Precious got man. She's married now. I don't know,
Because
man.
it's real. I'm joking. I'm
Wow.
sorry. Was that fucked?
Body shaming. Well, shout out to the big
No
girls.
one's body shaming, bro.
Got peas though. I mean,
Shout out to the
No one's
big
body
girls.
shaming. I'm not body shaming. I like my girls tick. You get me? Like my milkshake. You get me?
thick, not frozen. You get it.
Thick, frozen, double the
gonna-
Man
milkshake,
said
man.
no
Regardless,
play.
man.
Just not play though, you know.
Huh?
What's the difference?
Alright, Miles,
He likes his milkshakes thick, so he likes a little junk in the trunk. Io likes his milkshake frozen,
Come on,
so you can't even really move it.
come on.
Yeah, like it's just
Bro,
the
he's talking
stationary.
like
and
play
that.
though, bro.
I like
I'm
No,
just about
like-
to say.
I like the asthma
I'm
attack.
just about to say Play-Doh stuff.
He likes things
You like
that
Play-Doh?
it's a
Asthma
challenge
attack,
and
man.
that.
That's what I
You like Play-Doh?
Asthma
Man
attack.
said,
Asthma attack Play-Doh.
man,
Come on.
man said he's trying to hear the.
Because you can
You know what? You know what it is. You know what it is. You know what it is. He wants.
Yeah, you see them? You see these bots, yeah?
Oh,
Yeah. Chris needs to edit these things out.
I'm gonna edit another.
You see me? Yeah, disclaimer. Shout out to all the
That
big girls,
means,
man.
Or the BBWs,
All the
where
asthma
to go.
attack things.
I was trying to get dates on this podcast.
Fridge body things.
He
All like
said,
your
yo,
boy, man.
Big gal are for him and he is for big gal.
Big gal,
Nah,
forget
you know
things,
what?
you get
Nah,
me?
You know what?
Man
I can show you. I can even describe to you Io's type.
Bro, we all know what I was.
next.
Everyone knows my type.
What's his type? What's his type?
Hairy back.
What's his type?
Big.
Fuck you know, man. I wasn't ready for that one. I wasn't ready for that one.
Something large, bro. Talking about triple X.
Nah, do you know what he like? You know them
ain't saying enough
young
about it.
women, yeah, that cake up their face with contour. And you can actually see the contour proper shining right here
yeah,
on the
yeah,
cheek.
yeah.
Or
Yeah.
the triple cheeseburger.
Wow.
Yeah. So you know those. And I love my thick women, so I'm not disrespecting anybody here. I'm just telling the people that what my brother's preference is. So no disrespect.
We're just,
You know what I mean? So you know them girl them that are aunties before their time.
Yeah.
Wow.
Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
Disclaimer.
Girls, bro.
Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong.
I'm not with the body shaming, you get me?
But nobody body shaming
Disclaimer.
though. Nobody body shaming.
Just
Look at
said,
your time.
them girls that are aunties before their time.
That could mean anything.
That is ruder than that. That's ruder than me saying the girls that have.
I look.
That's rude.
Let's
Wait, why
just
is that
establish
rude?
something.
That could
here.
mean anything.
It's not.
How
Yeah,
can it
it's
mean?
not an attack here
Yeah.
to man to just state a factual thing. This
Well,
is
that
a
girl-
fact
that
of-
girl looks like
there
an
are
auntie.
gal out there that look like arties when they were in school, bro. So there's gal out there that in their 20s that look like
That's-
arties.
but
Okay,
that's
and wait,
rude.
and wait. Ayo, do you know I see you? See why you were top finesse and generals?
You're trying
Yeah.
to use it as a like.
Not even that, but you know,
It's
I
rude
asked him,
though.
you know what? I asked him a question, but you know, he's with
No, but wait. You're saying it's rude, but you called her heaven. You don't
There we
understand.
go.
that.
Heaven's not rude though.
Bro.
Heaven's not what?
Heaven's a national treasure. I keep telling you.
This guy-
Why do you not
Alright,
think
someone
I'm
come-
actually being serious? I'm not
Alright,
even
someone
joking.
come get your boy. Someone come get your boy. Somebody.
You two were brothers, bro.
Oh yeah, shit in it. Fuck.
I'm being serious. Heaven's a national treasure though.
Alright, man, you set me up there, fam.
Guys. Oh, yeah, she's a national treasure. Fuck her. Let's move.
Cool.
Fuck her.
I'm tired of hearing about it.
Tired. Every time you
Everybody-
say his name, yo, I'm getting bad.
You should go get the towel.
I'm getting tired of
But
hearing
wait,
about her.
before we run up, I just wanted to confirm.
Yeah.
You see how I described your type? Am I right?
Yeah.
Alright, thank you. That was
Yeah,
it.
bag. Just a
I just-
I wasn't denying that.
You did say yes when I asked you. I just needed to get it out piece
I
of
like.
mind.
I told you I like big girl. I've been saying it on this podcast
Triple X,
since
BBW.
season 1.
Ah,
You know what, Ayo? You know what I don't understand? Because there's a next big Donny that I know he relays these kind of messages.
Yeah.
But I don't get it because, like the physics
Yeah.
doesn't make sense. Do you get it?
It's not meant to
It
make
makes
sense.
sense, bro. They're rubbing. You know, slime when they.
Oh.
That's what it's on, bro.
Man said flubber.
Blubber.
Man said flubber, you know.
Not
But, fam,
even,
like-
no, his type is as well. What just comes to my head. Who's seen what's his name? Blade. You watch Blade?
Yes.
You man are
You're violated.
No, I'm
You
not
gonna
involved.
violate
I'm not
big
involved. I'm
people,
not
I
involved.
just want to understand because obviously, like,
Oh shit.
like if this was really, really, really like big,
Yeah.
and this is really, really, really big,
Yeah.
isn't it like just like the tip of stuff that you can actually access? Like you don't actually feel the full
Yeah, 'cause
because
they-
you can't
they-
actually
Say,
get in there.
Like,
There's
Boy.
too much flesh in the
Like,
way
yeah.
of stuff. Like,
They're flowing, bro. They're just.
oh my god.
I mean, not to be so graphic. with
No
the
comment, boy.
question,
No.
But this is why I've never understood it. Like, it's like that don't make sense. But how are you lot gonna get down and
We'll make a way in it.
They're weightlifting.
there's no way. Like, you have
There's
to
a way,
use,
man.
like,
We
what's
say, well, you're
extensions
peeling
and
back
them
the
kind of
flaps,
things.
like I'm talking about flaps.
You got
as well
to
when I
do
say
something
flaps.
in that where there's a will, there's a
Like,
way
you know,
in
like
it.
Peel
when
back
this
the
is hanging
flaps,
over, you just
blood.
gotta just.
But there's two different sets of flabs, cuz.
Yeah, it's bad.
So each one is holding their
I say
own
there's all
flab.
a
fam.
technique. Is there a technique to it?
It's just
Boy,
holding
no
flab.
comment, you get me?
It's a savage.
You know what it is? They're working together.
Yeah.
That's a competency as well. So you can write that as an example. You know what I mean? You get me? No,
hear
you talk,
that,
no.
man.
No, I'm not taking the man up. I'm not taking the piss.
You lot are violating the big
No,
people.
I'm not taking the
man.
piss. No, it's a competency.
stand
You
for
can
the
write
slander,
that
man.
as an example
What do you mean,
where you
not
work
slander,
together.
bruv.
It don't have to be work related, your example. I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying, bro. That could be an example, fam. You work together, you achieved a successful result.
We had legitimate topics. We got some. Look at what we're talking about. Ayo, you're trying to avoid bringing the topics.
I'm not avoiding no
Can
question.
we
I
have
just
a
said no
topic,
comment,
please?
innit?
Top
No,
finesse.
can we have a topic?
Top
please?
finesse.
What, Carnival?
He's asking me on the live podcast.
How was Carnival, guys? What did you lot do?
Live.
Carnival's not for me, so I don't really go. I wanted
Why
to know
don't you
yours.
go?
There's a lot of opinions.
Why don't you go?
Why don't I go?
Yeah, let me hear your reason for why you
Yeah,
don't.
why don't you?
I'm all for like Caribbeans, you know, celebrating their things and
You think it's just for
because,
Caribbeans?
you know, I feel like-
Wait. You
What?
think Carnival is just for Caribbeans?
what
This is
I've
some sort of segregation.
no,
going
it's not
on here, bro.
segregation, but it's Caribbean celebration of life, innit? Obviously,
Is that
Brazilians
what
do their
not even
thing.
Carnival is? I'm sorry, is it the Caribbean celebration of life?
What was the
Did I
main
miss
the main
everything?
point of it? It
Really?
is yeah.
Is it?
I know Brazilians got their carnival, but I know it's the Caribbean
Is it
thing.
the
innit?
Caribbean thing?
But it's not for me. I'm not gonna go to a place where there's bare man screwing and bare gal moving bare uptight, man. Not for me, and all that walking up and down.
They
man.
were not moving up.
I'm too fat for that, man. So carnival's not for me, man.
What
I
do you
hear
mean
you.
a few
I
pounds?
rate that.
I saw Donnies that were bigger than you out there, bro.
Yeah, but that's them, innit? I'm
I
different,
saw
innit?
topless done.
I'm different.
That was wild. It wasn't even that
You
hot.
went Carney, you go Carney.
I didn't go still, family.
I was there.
Yeah, man, I was there easy.
So
I
how
was
was it?
out there in the field. Huh?
How was it?
lit. It was
I was in the
lit.
field, but I was moving
So
around.
was you not there when they broke the bus stop?
When they broke the bus stop. Nah, I
Nah, that
wasn't
was
there when they
Sunday.
did
That was Sunday.
Yeah,
Oh,
Sunday.
Yeah, her, she gone.
Nah, man, apparently she's
Which
alright.
one? The one in the blue?
Yeah. the one
Nah,
that-
yeah, nah,
She
apparently
ain't
she's alright. Nah,
alright,
apparently.
bro.
I heard that she's alright.
She's living, but she ain't alright.
Yeah, she
Nah,
definitely
they're
alright.
cool. They
Well, did
was
she
all
mash up her
minor
neck?
Definitely-
Like, proper mash up her neck?
No,
No,
she's
no, no.
alright,
One
but
of them
she-
got away with minor injuries.
Yeah.
So, it
Watch
worked out.
that definitely.
God, man.
G,
bro.
that was God licking sense into you,
There
bro.
was only one youth that was walking under the bus stop as it went down that I was concerned.
That's the one I was wearing, the lady wearing the blue.
No, I think it was a guy. It was like a tall Donny. Like, no, there was two people. There was a lady and a guy, but there was a guy that was walking like he just walked under the bus stop, and it just collapsed. And I was just like, damn.
I'm getting peace if that happens to me. You gonna go mad.
There's no peace.
What do you
There's
mean?
no peace.
There's no peace.
Because it's not TFO, it's the people that were on it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can't sue them.
It was nothing to do with the
Man, you
person.
can't sue, no matter what way, no matter what angle you use, you're not
Only
suing.
way, the only way you can get peace from it is if it just dropped down.
Yeah, if
on
they
a normal day.
didn't, if you can prove
Like,
that they
just
didn't
dropped
fix
that,
the thing
yeah.
properly,
They
that's
didn't fix it.
once they didn't fix the thing properly.
What do you mean, bro? There's video evidence of people being on top of the fucking bus stop, like
Yeah.
collapsing. Like, there's a whole recording of it. Like, there's no what you gonna say,
I need
like?
my dough.
You can't sue them though. You can't.
You
No,
know
but
what?
why
As
is-
much as I understand this whole as much as I understand this whole like, I don't go Carney thing, because I actually didn't go Carney until the first time I went Carney, I was probably like 22, 23. I just didn't go when I was a youth. But when even as a person in your 20s and 30s, there's still people that will tell me I don't go Carney for the same reasons that they would say it when we were teenagers. And it's like, that don't make no sense. Like, there was kids on the Monday at 10 p.m. out on the roads. Like, this is no racial thing, but there was hella white people that I know are not from the ends up in Carney.
Yeah, bro.
Like, there was many people in Carney. And I thought to myself, yeah, certain things can happen, but if you're of that lifestyle, it's not like back in the day when we was kids that people are just randomly trying to look for random people to start things with. You know what I'm saying? And even at then, they would still know who's who. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, if you don't move like you're on your road, man. If you don't move around with ops and this and that, blah blah
Bare
blah,
ego.
then there's nothing to worry about. Like, man went Carney on my onesies, I bucked man them there. But obviously, I'm a big person. Do you get what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's like, I know there's man them there on funny stuff. I'm a big guy. Man them like to look at the big guys. But I'll still walk through the crowd like I'm on all sorts of smoke. But I'm not trying to smoke no one, because that's just how you have to walk when you're in Carney. Otherwise, you're not going to get through that crowd. But at the same time, like, if you're not on this, I'm from this ends, I'm from this postcode, I'm part of this gang, you know what I'm saying, I'm part of this money set and all of that thing there, then bruv, go Carney. My thing is, if you know you're on this road thing and you got hella ups, do not go Carney.
Exactly, bro. That's
just
just
stupid,
stupid, bro.
bruv,
It's like, where?
Yeah, but they're going for trouble, innit?
No. But then if you die, you know what the maddest thing is, yeah? And God rest the souls of the people that, I don't know, I think it was one person that passed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
it was-
got
But
a
I
great
got
one
into
still.
I didn't get into two conflicts, but I was at the scene of two conflicts in Carnival. Yeah. Somehow ended up with blood on me from these two conflicts. The first conflict, I actually thought that you died, and I don't know if he's alive from that one, because they moved him pretty bad, yeah. And I don't know if he's on this gang thing or whatever, but in the moment of him being sorted out by these youths, that whole face of, yeah, I'm hard and yeah, I'm on smoke, and yeah, you don't have that face no more. The face you have is sorry. The face you have is please leave me alone. The face you have is, oh, I don't want this anymore. So all of this, oh, I'm on smoke, I'm going Carney. Don't do that, bruv. Because so was probably the youth that got M'd over there, bruv. Yeah, I'm on smoke, I'm going Carney. Then that's it. Your life is done, fam. Your life is done. That's it. What smoke? The boys have forgotten your smoke. They're not going out to smoke no more for you. That's it.
Bro, it's the purpose, bro. You have to understand what your purpose of what you're doing in the carnival, because a lot of people don't understand. See all that hype and all that stuff. You know where that comes from? It's ego, bro. It's people who
100%,
come at you
yeah.
like, bro, it's like cool. I always say is that you're in a carnival, you're going to get brushed. Like, you're gonna get bumped into it. You're in a carnival.
Creps are gonna get whacked
yeah.
out.
So
Yeah.
when you see a man cutting past and he might brush you a bit too hard, you look at him and say, "Oh, yeah, you get me," and that's it. You don't need to make it
don't even look at no one.
instigate into a
yeah.
mad thing. You get me? Because you know that's gonna happen, bro. Do you
Don't
get it?
even,
Like,
don't even look, don't even screw no one.
but my point is, yeah,
Unless you
you
need
got
to.
people out there that go to carnival and every little situation, it bothers them. Oh, yeah, this guy's brushing me, or this, that. I'm thinking, bro, like, then you're not here, like, you're clear, like, you must not understand how a carnival takes place, or you don't get it, bro. Because when you're out here in a carnival, these things happen, bro. Like, so when you getting mad about it, bro, because when I look at people get mad about this stuff, I'm thinking, bro, it's a carnival. Why are you, like, how do you think you're gonna go through carnival and no one's gonna bump into you, or no one's gonna, like, because some people think the world revolves around them and they're Superman and everyone must, like, yeah, move out of my way. No, bro, like, be normal, bro. Stop, because like I said, it's ego, innit? Like, you don't have that ego when that happens. You don't, like I said, more time you don't even acknowledge it. And like I said, and if it is, you just like, yo, bro, and it's not, and it's my bad, and it hasn't got to escalate to we're fighting and what because you brushed me in carnival. Think about it, bro. Well, and like I said, a lot of these reasons that instigate these things, like I said, firstly, a lot of these man, they're intoxicated, bro. Yeah, and a lot of people a lot of these people who are out there can't even control their intoxication on a normal, like, in a club
They don't
and
know
a
their
normal
li- they don't know
but
their
yeah,
limits yet.
now you're out in carnival where there's loads of other intoxicated people. Of course, this
2
stuff
million,
is bound. It's bound to happen, bro. Like, on a normal, how many nights on a Friday night do you see a man, out on the house, you out a pub, might be having a scrap or they're arguing or whatever because they're drunk and have been disordered. That's just what that's what some drunk people do, bro. And that's one of the things. So I'm like, you have to be aware of these things when you're out in carnival. Yeah, but you can't let that disrupt your vibe because, like I said, when you know where it's good, bro, learn to avoid those things and not get into them situations, fam. Like, a lot of people don't know how to carnival, fam. A lot of people don't, like, they go out there
It's
with
just a
this,
vibe. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
with the blood.
They go out there with the intention of, I'm just here to just be bossy, and I'm like, no. Carnival is not a place to be bossy. It's vibes, bro. That's why I said, yo, like go in there with that mentality of like, oh yeah, that's gonna happen. And I'm like, I don't see that. I don't even look at carnival when I go carnival. I don't even look at that no more, bro. Maybe when I was younger, yeah, because I was a different person. I said, no, I don't look at that, bro. Because I said, bro, like, there's no situation you can come to me or confront you that I can't diffuse, bro. Because I can de-escalate problems without having to have a confrontation with a person, bro. Which a lot of people don't know how to do, bro. Like, they don't know how to just simply have. You could be, like I said, learn how to de-escalate, get your point across. Oh, yo, brother, like, you're brushing up on me a bit too hard, like, bro, ease up a bit. Oh, yeah, you get me? It hasn't
Even
got to be
that's
like, hey, brother,
slightly too
move
much for
off me, and then
Kanye.
he pushed my man from,
That's too much for Kanye
Yeah, like,
certain times because, bro, you have to remember, bro, like you said, everyone's barging you. You're barging everyone. If someone barges man at Kanye, unless it's a ridiculous, like, you've actually moved me off my pivot, off my balance.
Yeah, that's
And
smart.
I might look at you, but then I'm just gonna carry on my way because I already know it's either you did it on purpose because you're drunk and you thought you saw someone that you could start something with, or I'm about to bump into 1,000 people, so why start with you?
Yeah.
That's what Kanye is.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I was walking, bro. Every person I spoke to, we got to the same kind of bit at different times, and bro, you literally had to. If you tried to stand still or walk normally, bro, you're not like a wave.
Yeah,
you're
you're
standing in the sea.
yeah, bro.
You're just getting carried away in a wave.
And this is
bro.
why I say you gotta
Like,
know.
you had to push through, move people.
Yeah.
Man, I'm all doing this. At one point, I had a drink in my hand, so the whole time I'm walking through Carnival like this, like my drink just in the sky because I'm not dropping shit. Like, you can push me and all that, but my drink was just on a nice balance, you get what I'm saying? But you have to expect it, bro. Like, at certain points.
I think if you're gonna
Not
go
the whole Carnival.
Like, you need to know how to carnival,
some
innit?
points.
Because obviously, see me, like, I've been going carnival for, like, every year since I started going from how many, like 10 years ago. So man's been going carnival. At first, when I went carnival, it used to be, how long and da-da-da. And then, like I said, as I got the experience of going, you got to learn how to carnival. Because, like, you need to learn, firstly, where you go in. If you don't want to get caught up in the crowds, like I said, I didn't touch. You see the parades? Bro, I saw what the high street or the parades were looking like, where it was, bro, jam out. I said, I saw that. I said, I'm doing a U-turn. I'm going through the back roads because I know my way around and all this and that. And I said, I just stay on the back streets, like, so it's not so hype and palaver. A lot of people, like I say, they get caught up in all of those things, and it's easy for you to have a bad experience, bro. When you because you know a lot of people, like I said, they've come and they've had a bad, like, let's say they come 2 times, they've had a bad experience, but then I'm saying, like, cool. Have you gone carnival with people who actually know how, like, the way how to go?
So what about the innocent man that got moved to?
The innocent man that get moved to?
You went on that and you just got moved to.
Oh, the brother from Bristol.
What guy?
No, I'm just in general. Like, I'm giving you some
Okay,
like a scenario.
Bro,
Well, that was unfortunate.
Alright, bro, alright, cool. Let me give you an example. Alright,
More
cool.
unfortunate,
Do you
yeah.
think, yeah, that if you was in a carnival in the Caribbean, yeah, there's not a possibility of you getting moved to?
Probably.
Hey,
There probably is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Alright, and if you went to one in, let's say, Brazil, like you said,
Yeah.
there's a possibility of you getting moved to.
Yeah.
So there's a possibility of you getting moved to in anywhere really. So it's just a thing that, bro,
100%.
it just happens, bro.
It comes with the territory.
No, yeah, bro, it happens, bro.
People
They,
are
like, look
excited,
at the
like-
combination. You've got a variety of different people that's good or bad people coming here to vibes party, get drunk, and it's all, like I said, that's why you have to be about your wits and understand how to.
And don't forget as well.
No, come on,
Sorry
bro.
to cut you off,
There you go,
RP.
go on.
But don't forget, not everybody has the same social etiquette that you do. You get it? Like, look at what people are coming from far and wide. People are coming from different countries, taking time off work just to come for the 1-2 day, you know.
Yeah, bro, like,
So, and also as well, you know what it is? You need to know your tolerance level. If you know you can't tolerate what carnival is in terms of the hustle and bustle of it, you know, someone might give you, oh, you know, sorry, mate. You know what I mean? You might have someone get a bit leery to you. If you know your tolerance level is going to be low, stay at home.
yeah, no, because man know people like that.
Stay
I
at
say,
home.
that's why I always ask people when they say they don't go carnival. I always say, why? What's your reason for why you don't go? And like I said, I've had people that say, oh no, I'm not with the pushing. I can't. And I said, yeah. I hear that. Then I hear why you don't
Yeah.
go. But when I hear like other reasons, see, bro, like.
Other reasons such as what?
Like, oh, for example, like, oh, they can't be bothered because of all the hype and all this and that. And I'm saying, bro, but like, it doesn't have to be hype if you don't.
I
It's
know
gonna be
that.
hype.
No, bro, obviously, but
You just have to absorb
you know what it is?
Yeah.
like
Very,
you
very
don't have to
pattern.
focus on it, bro, because obviously man might be accustomed or desensitized to violence, bro. Yeah, man, bro, if something's going on, like, cool, yeah, man, just shifting around it, and because man's been like a bit not, like I say, man know how to avoid it, and then I'm gonna find, let's say, where I want to go to, like, a certain
A
stage,
peaceful place,
You get
yeah.
me? Find a spot, link up, chill, vibes. You get me? And then that's what I said.
Yes.
That's how you do. That's how you carnival. But some people,
Another big thing about carnival though is who you're going with.
they get that as well. Because as well,
There's two different kind of people you
Bro.
can go with. There's people that's gonna
Ta-
get you
bro.
into trouble,
Yeah.
and there's people that you can go there with 12 man that are just on a bubble and wave.
yeah, and you're
all
not
of the
gonna
same
get into
mindset. But even
no-
if it kicks off, it kicks off.
Yeah,
but
but-
no one's intention that, like,
Yeah,
we're not
like-
trying to even diffuse issues. We're not trying to get into nothing. But it's definitely about the crowds that you roll with. If you're one of them man that just go with one bedroom, or even if you go with a 1 bedroom, your 1 bedroom could be on some funny stuff you don't even know. He's just getting you into palaver. Like, you didn't know he was on smoke today. Like, today he's just moving mad because he drank 2 magnums. before he
Yeah, bro,
reached
you just
there.
bug it out. Like,
Do
you
you
don't
think-
mind the whole.
Do you
world.
think some man use carnival as a way just to go and be idiots?
Yeah, some do. Yeah,
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
they do, fam. Because
Same man who do that when they want to go club or when they go party. They want that. Just,
So again,
I like it,
it's
Think of it
about
like a purge situation.
so it's really just about you as an individual just having that self tolerance and just say, ah, cool. Is it what man can tolerate? Is it worth me going? Yes or no?
It's not what you're gonna tolerate.
It's what you can tolerate.
It's not even what you can tolerate because you don't know if there's anything there's not gonna be anything that you need to tolerate. Going to carnival is literally the only decision you make is, should I buy my alcohol here or should I buy my alcohol there?
True.
Like, there's no decision.
No, true. But I'm saying
That's like-
I'm saying in terms of where people just saying like the whole barging thing, innit?
No,
There's
no,
only
that's
so
what I'm
many.
saying, like-
There's only so many times someone may be able to bite their tongue. Do you get it?
No,
No,
but my
but
point
this
is
is
like,
like-
cool.
it's
but
not
no, but
about
look,
your
you see,
tongue
it's not bite your tongue because, like, I hear what Wiz saying because it is carnival.
what do you expect?
What do you expect?
It's
G?
like- it's like this, it's like
that's
this.
why I said I don't understand. Like, you're in carnival, bro. What do you mean? I'm vexed at people barging into it, bro. Think about what I'm saying to you. You're at carnival. That's like me saying I'm vexed. I'm at a football match. Yeah, I'm hearing loud noises and I'm at a football match.
It is like that, but
You get it? Like it's like I'm getting
Have
angry.
you
Yeah,
ever-
why
have
they
you
making
ever
bad
walked
noise?
through West End?
Like,
yeah?
come on, man.
Back in the day, not now. Back in the day when West End was just stupid busy. and have you ever noticed how many times like people like barge your shoulders, or you had to barge your shoulders? Have you ever noticed that? Yeah. To the point where me and my brother noticed it so much, to the point where we actually thought, you know what, when we go West End now, we're just going with brick shoulders, like walking through everyone solid. I'm not getting barged no more. So imagine how annoying that was, just on every Saturday, Sunday, going to West End, doing a bit of shopping, or just going around with your brethren, yeah. And that's maybe 10,000, 20,000 people in the whole Westminster area, not even on that strip. And that strip is a few hundred. We haven't had Carnival for maybe 2 or 3 years.
Correct.
This is the first Carnival back. I think they said it reached up to 2 million in full attendance. That's insanity. That's double. So you have to really think about how hard, and it's in a condensed space, because it stops at a point. It doesn't just carry on going. Once it reaches that Notting Hill area, it's not just in Notting Hill, it's in all the surrounding streets, because there's so many different floats and people and stalls, and you can get like, I lost all my people and I came home, so fuck it. But it's so many people that, yeah, like it's not even called barging anymore. It's just called trying to get where you're going.
Yeah.
There's no other way you can do it. It's not like there's space there and they're blocking the way. Everyone is compact at certain points. Like sardine. So this is not the whole carnival though. There's only certain points. It's only when you get to like the crossroads where they lock off the roads. So everyone has to go through certain roads. So if you've made it onto a side road, or you're already on a strip, you're cool. You can kind of walk freely. Like you can walk like you're walking normal on roads. You get what I'm saying? Swing your arms if you want. It's calm. But when you get to those cross points, especially when the floats are going, bro, it's mad.
No, but this is my point, and that's what you learn with experience. Some people come Carnival, they don't know about all of these things. And if you think it's a mad thing, like if you get caught up in the gist of it, it can be a peak experience, bro. Because like I said, let you get caught up in one of them crowds where it's pucker, like, and you might if you slip and fall in there, you might get trampled on, bro, or something like mad. Like obviously people experience and say, nah, it's not for me to do, but I'm saying that cool. Yeah, like I say, what did I do, bro? I clocked it. I said, yeah, U-turn back onto the back roads. You get me? But because I know, because like I said, I know how it how it works, bro. Like some people, like I said, you need to go out there and guide them. Like find a place where, let's say, you want to chill, a spot that you're gonna, we're gonna vibes at this spot, vibes at that spot, and you, bro, like I said, you have as we said, have the correct people around you, perfect, and then you have a good combo. You get me? Like, don't go out with the ego. Go there looking for to have a good time, bro. You get me? Don't go there with that self-centered person. Oh yeah, nah, this, that, bro. Like, you get me? You have to be vibesy, because you see that's the fundamental difference as well between like carnivals in the Caribbean and over here. Over here, everyone's on more of a hostile vibes, whereas in the Caribbean, man in carnival are vibesy, bro. That's why, for example, you'll say, alright, cool, yeah, stuff will happen over here, but in the Caribbean, it's not as likely to happen, because why the people are there are actually there on a vibesy thing. Okay. No one's coming out there with all the ego to say, yeah, I'm this guy, or this and that, or I want to be this person. Do you get it? Like, it's a complete different. When man are over there, it's just straight vibes. Everyone's on vibes, bro. You get me? You're going, and that's the energy you have to have. But like I say, you've got people. More than enough people, that come to Carnival over here with not having that energy. Like they've got their, I'm not gonna be like, and that's why you get them people like, oh yeah, Carnival's just violence and da. I'm thinking no.
So I got a question for you, Mally. Yeah. What do you lot think about Afrobeats and African music being played in Carnival?
I mean, what's wrong with it?
Yeah.
No, because there was like a whole debate and whole outrage that Afrobeats or African music should. It's a Caribbean celebration. Why is Africans bringing their African flags?
What?
Bro.
No, every country brings their flag to Carnival, bro. If you're Swedish, you wrap your Swedish thing on your neck and you roll.
You see, I don't know whoever like had a problem or come up with that thought. Yeah,
that's a lie.
You need to fix your. Bro, whoever they ever heard this here, they need to fix the way they see stuff, because I don't see what the issue is about another like African people like having their music played, because they are black, bro. I don't understand. Like, you get me? I would never. I don't understand what the problem. I wouldn't understand what the problem.
African thing be embraced very, very, very.
You get me, fam?
No, I feel some not all, but some Caribbeans have an issue with it.
I don't believe that.
Why?
Because I haven't ever heard it.
But it's always an issue. Every time around Carnival time.
Afro beats.
No.
I haven't heard that ever.
It was.
No. Alright, cool. There's a difference. You know why that is? It's because a lot of Caribbeans don't like Afro beats as much. Do you get it?
Bloods.
So some because the ones who do, we're not gonna have a problem with hearing Afro beats, bro, because they like it. But like I said, it's like, alright, cool. You could be mid vibes, and obviously if they play Afro beats, you're not gonna be vibes because you're not here to hear that because it's supposed to be Caribbean. You get it? Like that's what that sounds like. Those are them people like that don't like that, bro. Because it's not a thing where they're saying right, it shouldn't be played, but it's just a thing like, cool. Cause like when I saw that video of Burna Boy last getting played, the crowd out there, the crowd was going off, bro. So you get it? I saw a video of that, fam, bro. Of like, you know, when people from Africa, bro, the crowd was going off,
seen
bro.
it.
So you get me? All depends on what type of, because like I said, they might be playing. If they're playing like proper, you know, the tunes that you already know, like say if you're from Africa, you get me, like, and so obviously people might like, nah, I don't want to hear that. You get me? Because I'm like, bro, I'm like that in parties, bro. I don't want to hear Afro. I don't want to hear Afro beats, bro. I'm waiting till the dance hall starts and then vibes and bubble, bro. You get me? There was only 1, 2 Afro beat tunes that I know and that I like, but then I don't really want to hear that until I hear the. So when they start mixing it, like, so that's what I think.
I don't know. I don't know, because I'm gonna be honest with you. I've been around a lot of bars and shit. And clubs and shit, and as much as the bashment goes down, Afrobeats for the last few years has been carrying the party scene.
Ooh,
because we actually have a lot more content now, current content now.
Interesting take, and I agree with that.
And people that are not only the Caribbean UK rappers, also the African UK rappers, and maybe even some of the white UK rappers, they have to include an Afrobeat song on their project to get in the market properly, because it covers the bases. They don't have to get a bashment tune. Do you get what I'm saying? So you really have to look at where the market's going in terms of Afrobeats. And listen to the club scene properly.
I'll be honest with you. I would say Afrobeats is really, it's been popular for the last 10 years. But I'm going to say in the last 4 or 5 years, it's just gone somewhere else. It's just blown. And obviously I think with certain like artists such as Davido, Wizkid, Burna Boy, obviously, like they have really taken somewhere else. Like really, kudos to them, man. Do you know what I mean? But regardless of whether it's Afrobeats, Caribbean, it don't, like, to me.
Yeah, the song
it doesn't make no, like. Do you know what my problem is? Is that people really want to watch face too much. It don't make no sense.
Yeah, bro.
Like, to me, it's irrelevant.
Yeah,
in my
it's
opinion,
irrelevant.
It's irrelevant, bruv. Like, bruv, at the end of the day, before you know what country I'm from, you just see me as a black man. You see me?
Yeah,
you're not gonna know whether I'm Jamaican or Nigerian or Ghanaian. You're just gonna see me a black man. So I say that to say, irrespective of what country people are from, embrace your people, them's culture stuff.
Dig it.
But I can also understand where some Caribbean people feel away. I've spoken to a few Caribbean people, and they've said to me that this is something that was made for Caribbean people to come and celebrate Caribbean culture.
I hear you.
I said, cool, I hear it. The woman said to me that if I were to go to a Nigerian festival, I'm expecting to see pounded yam, I'm expecting to see jollof rice, puff. I'm not expecting to see jerk chicken rice and beans. So I said,
that's a good point.
So I said, you know what?
There was a lot of Jamaicans buying jollof rice at Carnival. I'm just gonna put it out there, like.
So I'm gonna keep it real. So I hear it.
Let's be real.
No, I get it, because Caribbeans let us have our celebration. I thought,
what about the people
we don't. What
celebration do we have?
I don't know. Is that when Africans do our thing, like Jamaicans, but when they do their thing, we want to integrate our thing in there.
We don't have a fucking.
So I get why Caribbeans would be annoyed. But
I say I do get.
I see from both sides.
I'm gonna keep it real, yeah.
I think you should be annoyed.
In my opinion, I see it where does the conditions stop. I say that to say, when you go to Carnival, you see pancake stalls, yeah?
Definitely.
You occasionally do hear Britpop and white people music. Yeah,
definitely.
Yes.
What's music?
And
Bro,
you also,
see Rampage,
you also,
by the way. Rampage is not nothing to do with no Caribbean music.
you also,
Yeah? So let's just put that out there as well.
you also,
What kind of Britpop, like Oasis and them? And
that Britpop, like, come on, you hear that pop music.
Because they've made it into London. It was created for West Indian people, but it's a cultural celebration.
Yeah, I thought it was just strictly
But my
Caribbean thing.
what my problem is now, what my problem is now is it's fine to have the pancake stalls and this genre of music, that genre of music. So why is it not okay to have Afrobeats? That's what my that's my personal point. That's my personal point.
That's why my point.
Technically, you're African, so what the fuck is the beef, yo?
Don't say that. You're gonna have some cages, man.
You know,
Don't say that. Did you hear it?
You're Africans, man.
That's a bit naughty. That is.
Caribbeans that are coming there just don't want to come there to hear that.
They can go to the next sound system then, where it's playing what they want to hear. There's many different sound systems, bro. You literally walk away from the sound system you don't want to hear. I didn't want to hear soca. I walked away. Came to some very old school.
Like, look at me, bro. I'm Caribbean. I don't like soca, bro.
Look at, I can't be like, I went back to the soca. I was doing my things.
Fair enough.
You know,
like me, I'm iffy. I'm iffy, bro. I'm just a straight dancehall thing.
Fam,
that's fair. I hear
that, but you have to go to that sound system.
Yeah, bro. You know what it is? Obviously, I have no problem. Like, cause like I said, I'm not gonna come Carnival and say I don't want to hear soca, bro. It's Carnival, G.
It's like I say, I'm gonna switch it completely, with that analogy. It's like I say, with preachers on the road, right? People get angry at preachers on the road. Oh, why you here? It's like, bro, if you don't want to hear it, walk away. You don't have to be here. You can go over there. And even imagine this scenario.
Because they want to be
a preacher at Carnival, and he's going in. You can hear him from there and from there. And you know what that general population is really going to be making him feel like. Yeah. Just going to throw that out there.
But he's just in, this is my opportunity to bring as much as I want, because it's an opportunity.
Right, exactly. And if you don't like it, what can you do? You can leave. Just like the bashment music, the soca music, the Afrobeats music. If you don't like that, leave. Yeah. Do not complain. Like I said in the tune, if you don't smoke, repost it. Don't report it. You get what I'm saying? You don't have to smoke it. Just don't.
Gang.
But with street preaching, it's a bit techie, because I feel it's techie in my opinion, because I feel a lot of street preachers, they're like shine on the microphone, judging you, like they're pointing at you. Oh, look at what you're wearing. If you don't do this,
I don't hear that.
I do see that happening.
Well, if you don't hear it, you don't hear it. But I've seen it.
I kind of hear what you're saying. Not in all of them.
Do you know what? I do hear them to an extent. I don't hear them say, "Yeah, look at you, this girl with your blue skirt on." I don't hear that part. But I do hear them. What I do hear is, for example, it might be a case of like in Luke chapter 2, verse 3 to 5, it says, and the Lord will come and That I hear.
No problem.
You know what I mean? But I don't hear that. What you said, that's a draw. I don't hear them draw out still.
I haven't really heard no.
That's a draw out.
Calling girl harlot and them thing that.
That's a draw out.
That's very savage.
I don't go to no Buki church, man. No.
What church you go to again?
I'm not going to no.
Wait, what church do you go to again?
Legal reasons, I'm not saying the name, but everybody knows, the whole world knows where to go.
I
don't go to one SPAC Nation, man.
It's not even called SPAC Nation no more. What's the new name, bro? I see this on Twitter the other day, bro. They changed the name.
What's it called?
Yeah, they changed the name.
I forgot what it's called, bro, but they changed the name, bro.
But he's got like 5-6 different churches, so they don't catch it.
But he's making people.
That's all lying.
Let me not say it. It's crazy.
He splits up his church.
What did I say? No, but let's go back to the street preachers.
Yeah.
Because what was you saying about this?
I just think it's taken, and I feel like there's a way to do it. I feel like.
What do you think is?
I feel like the way they screaming.
Wait. What do you think is the correct method for this? For a generation, let's say you was in Frizzy Park, let's say for example, you know what kind of people are around there.
Yeah.
Right. What do you think is the correct method for a street preacher on that strip? What would you think would be the let's say on a Saturday afternoon, what would you think is the correct way to effectively penetrate the message?
And that demographic, in my opinion, is predominantly Somalian.
No, Somali.
That's
strip.
Somalis are black, yeah.
Let's
but
take
mainly
it a bit further towards
ethnic minorities, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I said on a Saturday, because it's gonna get a lot more.
Hustle and bustle.
Yeah.
Hustle and
You know what I'm
bustle.
saying? So there's a lot more everybody's around.
Yeah, train station.
Yeah.
Exactly. Outside the old
Spot
Arsenal
on,
shop.
spot on.
Do you know what I mean?
Spot on.
I'm sure that's the old Arsenal.
So, yeah.
In my opinion, I feel like personally, a lot of preachers with my issues, they don't break down the scripture. They just say one passage. They don't say what it means. They just say, if you don't do this, don't follow this passage, you're going to hell.
Yeah.
Break it down and use like references like in pop culture or films or
okay.
whatever the population is into. Use. So if you use that example, they're gonna understand it. But what preachers do, they're screaming and shouting on the microphone, you know, reciting passages, but you're not breaking it down to people for people to understand.
Yeah, I respect
You're
that.
just saying you don't do this. If you don't do this, you're going to hell. Like, how are they gonna listen? Nobody's gonna listen to you. You're just another man shouting on the microphone.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, me as an adult, respectfully, I don't want no one talking at me. Let's talk to me. Let's have a conversation. You know what I mean? It just come across like one uncle that don't come to the family barbecue for 5 years and they won't start judging you. Like,
There's a reason.
you have a person. You know what I mean? That's what it sounds like.
You have ripped jeans. You're off the devil. Like,
Let's keep it. That's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like, fam.
Fam,
Come on, bro. That's what it sounds like, fam.
you go into the girl. Oh, you dyed your hair. You're off the devil. What
Come on, man.
How does that help,
You
man?
shouldn't be dyeing your hair though.
Why?
If you're dyeing your hair, you're copying another race, really.
Alright. Listen, let's not stray again.
Wow.
'Cause I like what we was going before. Yeah.
Wow.
I wanna keep it on the street preacher thing. Alright. Now we know that for some reason, the faith for the general. I mean, I believe in Christ, so I guess you would call me a Christian if you was to call me something, right? But that faith group in particular has so many different denominations, right? For whatever reason, I don't understand, but for whatever reason, right?
We're gonna go into it. Let's
No, we're not gonna go into that.
People
Okay.
believe what they
We're
want
not
to
gonna go
believe.
into that because that's a whole. We'll do a whole show on that because that's a whole show. But right, street preachers. Somebody could be preaching the gospel to you on the side of the road, but you don't actually know what denomination they are from. So you don't even know in which way they're interpreting the message that they're trying to relay to the public. Even as a Christian, I would just walk past it and just think they're reading the Bible and think, okay, good, like you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. But I'm not really spending time actually listening to what's the message they're actually trying to preach to everyone else though. What are they actually saying? So I heard him read the Bible, so I thought, yeah, it's cool. I can walk away. But what's he saying? You get what I'm saying? You see, as we get into this time like this where the denominations are just increasing because there's a church of this, a church of that, a church of this, a church of that nowadays.
There's
People are just creating their own churches. And these generations that are coming up they're very adaptable. They're just like, oh yeah, I want to be part of this thing because it just kind of makes sense. And,
It resonates.
You know, it resonates with me, and you know, there's no pressure here. You know what I'm saying? So, what do we think about the whole confusion that street preachers are causing, or maybe causing, or have you heard any examples of any confusion that street preachers are spreading?
I haven't heard any. I personally have not heard of any confusion from street preachers. And I don't think they're causing any confusion because I can give you a message in my own interpretation and it's down for you how you receive it or don't receive it.
But what I'm saying is, so, alright, let's take
I
it.
think there's more problems inside the churches than the street preachers.
I was going to go into that.
100%.
That's a whole nother show. Are you want to?
I was going to go. I think we should wait. I was going to.
Let's go into
Do you know? Hey, quick. Do you know what it is? Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
Do you know what it is?
ready, man.
Do you know what it is? I'm ready. Do you know why? What I was going to say was.
I know this.
I know, but the
Cool.
reason why.
I want it to be light.
Nah, let's go for the
Guys, we
juggler.
going in.
Let's go for the juggler.
going
The
in,
reason
man.
I was actually the reason why I said that the street preachers aren't the problem, and it's down to how the pedestrians or the people receiving the message receive it, is because the street preachers, they're not the problem.
I think okay, I don't think street preachers are the, and God forgive me for saying anything wrong, but I don't think street preachers are the problem in that sense, yes. But in what we were, when we came into the subject, and even what I said, I don't believe that the delivery of some street preachers is right.
That we can agree on.
Because I can walk past somebody that is just shouting and doing whatever they do, and it's cool sometimes because if you're in the spirit, the spirit is leading you, and whoever needed to hear it like that heard it. But for some reason, I just kind of feel like some people aren't even really guided in the shouting that they're doing, and it's more like they're shouting at you than shouting the word. Like, because when you're shouting the word, you're supposed to be glorifying God. You're not supposed to be shouting at anyone.
I hear you, but
you know what I mean?
I'm not trying to give anyone allowances, but we all know black people.
I wasn't even thinking of. I was thinking of. I actually had a couple of white preachers in mind
cool,
that I've seen doing.
But when I feel like it's more enthusiasm, they're more. They're excited.
I apologize. Because when I think of street preachers, God forgive me, but I don't really see that many white preachers. I see the uncles.
That is true.
I see the uncles and I see the aunties. So that's what I'm saying. That's what I said. You know that our black people.
Yeah.
You know how we can talk sometimes when we care about something.
Animated, yeah.
When we care.
I'm not even going into those ones because I understand what that is. But then even in that, you have to know. Listen, it speaks about this in the word, and this is why all of us really have to be understanding what it says. We know, and I've always understood this, if I'm talking to somebody, that's out here and they're cripping, let's say, they're a gangbanger, they're just doing a Mazzolina, Regina, Hayamina, my delivery of the word to them is not going to be the same as somebody 100%. That's going through depression and they're a very calm person and they're very timid. And they're kind of thinking about God, but they're not thinking about. I'm not gonna have the same. Not that I'm gonna go harder on anyone, but I know how to speak to this one versus how to speak to this one, right?
Yes.
So a preacher in a certain environment, you have to know the environment you're in, because sometimes the way you're speaking to people, you can push people away. Do you know I have this verse of the day that comes up on my phone every day. And one of the verses reminded me of somewhere where the Bible said, and I think it was even one of the verses, and I think it was Jesus that said, it was God that said, like, when you pray to me, like, go to your room and go in private and pray where no one can hear you. Don't try to make a show of like the Pharisees did. Yeah. And what he meant by that, he didn't mean that you're not allowed to pray outside. What he meant is, don't try to use the glorification of my relationship of me and you as an ego boost for people outside this relationship. Do you know what I mean? So a lot of preachers sometimes, they're doing this ego thing where they're outside in this it's like, if you're in the spirit, but bro, you relax, because you're actually deterring people with that. People don't even, that turns them away.
Sometimes I don't think that's the spirit, because the Holy Spirit gives you control. That's one of the fruits. So if you're if self-control, you're not gonna be screaming and shouting and being emotional.
Sometimes I just think they're just putting on an act, man. God forgive me, but sometimes you get.
Sometimes they're emotional. Sometimes, sorry to say, it's an evil spirit.
You're saying they're possessed?
No. Yeah, because why? Because I feel like some of the doctrines is just bare mad. Like, why do you need to be screaming and shouting?
Doctrines is different. That's not a doctrine. I'm the delivery, because your doctrine could be amazing. It's the delivery. It's the delivery. Your doctrine can be amazing, bro, but it's the delivery. If your doctrine is off, then your doctrine is just off. Fuck how you deliver.
So Chris, where do you draw the line? Because there's bare preachers that they don't talk about certain things because they don't want to step on people's.
Don't put your trust in them. Do you read? You have your.
No, I know that, but because I feel churches now, they don't really go into certain topics because they don't want to offend people. They don't want to scare people.
Wait.
What would you like them to go?
I'm not talking about my church. I'm just talking about in general.
What churches don't go into that they should be going?
I just feel like a lot of preachers, they don't address the LGBT thing properly. They don't address mental health issues. They don't address, pornography. It's just, they're very, what's the word?
Safe.
They keep it safe. Where you know that if you don't keep it safe, God's going to hold you accountable. So where's that line draw of not being too rude or judgmental or being honest and giving people the truth?
There's the line that's being drawn is the compromise that people are making, the personal compromise that people are making, and maybe some people are getting paid. Some people are scared to lose followers.
Yeah,
you have to. Unfortunately, and God forgive me again, but some pastors are at the point now where they look at their members like like they equate them to the amount of tithe they give to the church, or the amount of offering they give to the church. So if I lose this many people, this is how much money I lose. This is the business aspect that's now coming to the church. It's disgusting. And not that tithing and offering is wrong, because it's not wrong. It's what's supposed to happen.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, preachers are now trying this popularity thing.
Yeah.
You know what it is with the preachers is one thing I've clocked. Is these people that are preaching in their own churches, they are people that are just sitting down on a Sunday afternoon. So they have obviously taken it upon themselves to evangelize the word of God. Maybe their pastor has said, okay, on Saturday, 2 p.m, we'll be in Finsbury Park. On Sunday, we're going to be in Hyde Park. On Monday, we're going to be in Clapham Common. Do you know what I mean? So I don't really think some of the preachers, I feel like because there are so many different churches, they're all preaching the word of God in their own way, their own style, is where I feel like a lot of people receive the message, go out to evangelize, and don't know how to evangelize in different ways. That's a factor. And let's keep it real. In my humble opinion, church isn't what it used to be back in the days of growing up. In my opinion,
Definitely not.
there are so many different nuances, and that's the in my opinion, that's the problem. I see that. To me, I don't care whether you're Pentecostal. I don't care whether you're. What's the other one? Give me
7 day.
I don't care if you're. I don't care if you're day and night.
Mormon, Jehovah's Witness.
I don't care if you're day and night, fam. Me,
said day and night.
me, I just see eyes. I just see eyes. Am I Christian? Yes. Did Jesus Christ die on the cross of Calvary? Yes.
100%.
Did Judas snake him? Yes. Did Moses split the Red Sea into two? Yes. We're good to go. What are we really talking about here?
But that's what I'm saying. Like, this is what
What are
I've
we
always
talking
said.
about here?
If it's to the core, if anything out of the word of God is just not the word of God.
Facts.
True.
It's as simple as that. And all of the denominations, I don't believe. I was raised a certain denomination, but I don't actually believe in all of that.
I don't claim
because
it.
God, Jesus has never told me about nothing like that. He's just told me about following Him and the goodness.
Yeah.
And everything's checked out so far. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So man don't need to claim no denomination. That's some
No, I
worldly
don't.
thing.
That's why I hate that question. Oh, what denomination are you?
It's some
Do people actually ask that?
Yeah, I have to say, I go to a Pentecostal.
Yeah,
I don't really
I
say,
was raised Pentecostal.
man's Pentecostal. No, I'm a Christian. So
I don't know
basically,
what
there's
Pentecostalism
different
means. All I know
types
is
of
all the African
Christians.
churches,
Yeah.
the black churches.
Okay,
are
but this is my point. Like, I hear you, but where I'm coming from is, regardless if there being different types of churches, blood, can we all agree that Jesus died on the cross of Calvary?
Yeah,
So
100%.
Definitely
what we
did
really
that.
like, not even
Some people don't believe it matters what colour he was. There's all these little things.
Yeah,
bro.
but now you're giving me story time. Like you want to tuck me to bed. I never
Story
asked for no
time.
story time. You get me? I never asked for no story time about where. You get it? Did Jesus go to the garden of what's it called? Gethsemane? Just a few hours before he's gonna die, saying that he doesn't want to. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There we go. So I'm talking about it. Did you just snake him? Yeah, done. Fine. The debate's done now. So all this day and night, 7 day, like your Craig David, it's irrelevant stuff. It's irrelevant, bro.
Yeah, it is, man.
Like, to me, when we had these, in my opinion, silly antidotes, is where, in my opinion, Christianity is at all-time low.
100%.
Do you think Muslims are arguing like this? Are
They're
you
not.
mad? Look at the footballer when he took the photo with his new teammates.
Yeah, he didn't have the
He
beer in
didn't
his
hold
hand.
he didn't hold the pint of beer in his hand.
Who's that?
Money.
Money.
Obviously, he's a Muslim, innit? So obviously, you know, they've got their little photo where they had the bear and their, you know what I mean? That's their photo up thing.
Yeah.
He didn't have
Because
the
in
bear.
Germany, you know, like if you don't do that, they see it as mad disrespectful.
So done.
But he just had his hand. He didn't hold the beer in, and like he's just getting mad
But
ratings.
my thing is though, see how he's getting away because he's a Muslim.
Yeah.
Which is, you know, not trying to get onto him, but I'm saying that they're not there respect their thing. We don't respect our thing in my opinion. We don't.
But I thought with Muslims, they're ready to die, and they're very
Passionate.
passionate, outspoken. Whereas us,
Are there variations of like like
I don't think
Allah?
there is. I don't
Is
think
there?
is.
Like,
I don't think there is.
you don't go and say, oh, there's this mosque that's
No,
that's
there's obviously
certain,
like the, I don't know
I don't
like, to
know.
get
Nah.
deep into the this and the that, but I'm sure they have like the Sunnis and the Shias and all these kind of things. So they got people that have different ethics or something.
But I don't think it's as big as ours. Do you know what I mean? So
It's not.
when we're talking about the
We
preachers,
got multiple.
Yeah, bro.
that's what
double
I'm saying
digits.
to you.
It's
That's what I'm
doubling,
saying
man.
to you.
Tripling.
So what I'm trying to say to you like now, so if I'm the pastor of a 7-day and night church,
Scared 7 day and night.
no, if I'm a pastor, and I'm talking to my congregation on Sunday afternoon, and I'm talking about Proverbs chapter 2.
They go church on Saturday.
Pardon?
I'm sure they go church on Saturday.
Yes, that's 7 day Adventist.
Well,
Yeah.
see,
But
thank
he's
you.
created the next thing, so it's
Well,
calm.
yeah,
7 day and night, and they
I've
go
done my
church
own
on Sunday.
variation.
He's done his own
On the
remix.
7th day at day and in the
Yes,
night.
thank you,
Yeah,
brother.
this was the day service. Alright,
So
cool.
now, if I'm there as the pastor preaches to my congregation about a Bible passage, the way I have conveyed it, the people have heard it in their own way. Some people have got inspired to now become preachers or become evangelists.
Yeah.
Pastor Dots, I want to become a preacher or an evangelist. Alright, cool. But don't forget, the way I've spoken, you can all interpret it differently. You may see it as I'm being calm. You may see it as I'm being angry. You may see it as I'm being passionate. You may see it as I'm being dismissive. You may see it as I'm being...
But then this is why...
You get it? So, where now there are so many nuances, there are different styles of communicating. Because all these parts of the 7
But bro,
day...
people don't have the spirit of discernment, and that's what the Bible says.
The
The Bible says test the spirits, have discernment. That is what the Bible says, though.
Oi!
So when...
Oi! No, what was that?
So if Pastor A is saying something different and Pastor B saying something different,
I like that.
use your discernment and
I'm
pray.
gonna keep it.
Use the Holy Spirit
I'm
and discern.
going to keep it on.
Oh, here we go.
And I'm
Go
going
on,
to shake
go
the
on.
bomber club fucking room.
Because you're shaking
Do
them.
we keep discernment on day-to-day life decisions?
But you're meant to, though.
But
we don't do it for everything, 100%.
So now we're being selective and deciding.
But we're not supposed to be selective, though.
But we are.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. I hear you.
We
And
definitely
there we
are.
go. So that's my problem. I think, in my opinion,
Yeah.
why I can't stand humans sometimes, and why I can't stand Christians, because it's depending on when it suits our own narrative. We want to start talking about Bible and where. We talk about people having red flags, for example. Yeah. I ask this question many a times because I do little Insta polls. Yeah, and people interact. They bring me a topic, or I might think of one, and we let it go. So I talk about red flags. Can red flags turn into green flags? I think I did that question a few weeks ago. I got quite a few no's. I find it quite interesting. The reason why, because I'm sure most of these people that have answered are religious people. Or they were raised to be religious. Now in the Bible, I believe there was a man named Saul, right? I believe he murdered Christians.
I dig it.
Or am I wrong?
Talking about him earlier today.
Am I wrong?
You're not wrong.
And didn't God change his red flag
One of the greatest stories in the Bible.
into a green flag? Or am I wrong in saying that?
No, you're not wrong.
As God does.
So, when we say red flag turns to green flag, people say no. So, because now when it's about offering and tithe, you'll come and see people read the Bible and say, hey, you guys just want to do offering and tithe, so you must do it. That's why it's saying in the Bible. But when it talks about something where it will be used in a way where you not like the monk, because you don't believe people can change for the better. You don't want to hear the Bible.
Yeah.
I can't stand Christians sometimes because it depends on their own narrative and their own game from the topic of conversation or the situation is where they now want to shift and now pick and choose what they want to put up
That's
on the
why in
Bible.
the churches they only preach good things. No one wants to hear the stuff that will
Yeah, exactly.
You're getting hurt there. The Bible's a two-headed sword.
So for me, I understand about the whole discernment and I respect that, my boy, but let's keep it a buck from. Discernment ain't just meant to be used at church or when you're discussing Bible.
It's meant to be used all the time.
In your whole it's supposed to be used in your whole principle of life.
Thank you, but do we use it, P?
Boy, no.
No, we don't.
Man, use this.
No, we don't. So, no disrespect to you, but my point of even bringing that whole comparison up about people wanting to pick and choose the Bible.
But God guides me though.
What is that now? Go back to use it on an everyday basis. We don't, my broski. No. But when it suits us, we want to start bringing up quotes of Bible scriptures because it suits the product we're trying to sell.
We're flesh, we're not perfect.
I'm not saying we are, but that's where people start beating people with a stick and then reminding people of what they've done wrong.
Yeah, we don't fine tune each other.
Look at the brother I was telling you and Molly about on the way back from the shops.
But open rebuke is better than secret love.
But how long are you gonna openly rebuke that person?
Bro.
You feel me?
But it depends on the open the rebuke.
You have to be ready to lose friends, bro.
So, family, not just friends.
Yeah, you have to be ready for people to be like, it's not that.
Yeah.
I hear you. But like I was saying to you just now, how many times look at that conversation I was telling you and Melly about that brother. Oh, the guy's a big man now. People are starting dragging him like he's some local youth man. So when I'm bringing up the celebrity version, and I'm saying, do people still listen to my man? See how the room went quiet. Nobody in the comment section asked that question, my bro. Why? Because I made a very valid point.
Listen to who?
Good man.
I still listen to Chris.
I hear that, but when we even go
You're actually an idiot, Chris.
When we even go post here though.
But I don't. But you know, but this is the thing. Cancel culture is a glitch in the matrix, man.
I hear that.
Nobody gets cancelled, man.
I hear
Yeah, that's right. I like that.
R. Kelly's not cancelled. He's still getting money off. He's still getting his royalties, man. People are bumping his music.
R. Kelly's probably made more money off royalties.
Let me tell you something.
In this period,
his streaming stopped, but his royalties probably went up. Because people, someone's googled him or they've they watched the documentary. Oh,
somehow
let me go see his music. Fam,
I've been banging some R. Kelly. Like, he's hard, bro. Listen,
I personally don't mess with his music.
You know how I assess people, and their wrongdoings, and even though I'm not even in a position to do so, right? Is this is how God looks at us, right? He says, sin is sin. Yes, there's different categories of sin. Yes, you had different intentions. Some people are more intense. It's crazy. Some people but sin is sin. The small sin can take you to hell as much as the big sin can take you to hell.
Facts.
Any sin is sin, right?
Yeah.
So R. Kelly's done a Mazzolina Regina Hayamina. That could technically, if he's not saved and doesn't repent, could take him to hell. God forbid. Yeah. God forbid. That's God's assessment. If not, he repents with God and God forgives him. Yeah. Who am I to judge R. Kelly and not listen to his music? No. If somebody that I like listening to, I don't even know who I listen to, but random artists that people like listening to these days, are popular artists, they haven't done anything wrong in our eyes. We love them. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I even throw
MJ.
I throw Drake out there.
Yeah.
I throw Drake out there.
Yeah.
I was thinking of drink champs. I was thinking, who hasn't been a drink champs? Drake.
Yeah.
Don't want the last fucking Drake, right?
Yeah.
But we know Drake's not perfect.
No.
We know Drake's committed a couple sins here and there.
Yeah.
But we still love Drake. We'll listen to his music. We'll dance. We'll buy it. It's fucking great. But in God's eyes, those sins he can still go hell for.
Yeah. See.
So who am I to put him above somebody that God has forgiven for that sin that we've all gone, oh my gosh, that's so mad. But God's forgiven him, you know.
But don't forget, Broski, we as humans sometimes struggle to forget.
Emotion, because we get too emotional.
You can forgive, you know what they say, you can forgive, you can't forget, you know what I mean?
God says move in the spirit. So when you move in the spirit, your understanding of things is so heightened because your emotions are controlled. God has emotions because he created emotions. He is love. You know the Bible says God is love. That's him.
Okay,
that's his name.
You said God is emotion.
I have it. God is love.
You said God is emotions, right? Yeah.
God is every emotion.
Cool.
Anger, love.
See, God bless you.
He does he gets sad when we're like.
You didn't even let me like a plan and you answered the question already.
I wanted to hear your question though.
But my question, you already answered, but my question was going to be, Mali, is bro, you said God is all emotion, so is he depression?
God
is he rage?
Everything.
God is
everything.
Thank you.
For you to know good, you must know evil.
Okay, God bless you. Now, yes, my brother. Now, we know that as Christians, or just as humans, Now, if you've committed an offense to someone, but you know God is all mood, all emotions, and if you know that person that you're dealing with is, just done something stupid, why are we still holding on to it?
Right.
If you're a Christian and you believe so much in the Bible, you're not just a being. You are a Christian who is a law-abiding Christian. Yeah? So why are you still holding on? I'm not saying you can't hold on to it. I'm asking why are you still holding on to the pain or whatever may have been caused? If that person had apologize.
If you're a Christian.
Pardon, sir?
If you're a Christian.
Yes.
Because remember, people hold on to their emotions and people want blood.
We all claim to be Christians.
And that's fine, and that's fine. You're allowed to. I'm not
No, you're not allowed to, because if someone's apologized,
it's personal.
you forgive or you don't forget. Or you forgive or you don't.
Let's clear around with it.
I hear you, my bro. Yeah? But the point I'm trying to make to you is, you're saying people want blood. No problem. Have all the blood you want. Be a vampire.
Be a vampire.
Where did that come from, Bio? Is that what you said, blood?
No, because...
Well, blood, bro.
But my thing is, though, I think Miley kind of sees what I'm trying to go with it in terms of, if you're a Christian, then shouldn't you have it in you just to say, you know, cool, live and let live. I know God is all moods, in it. Yeah. So I should also be understanding that I know who this person is outside.
I'm gonna lie, more time when something big, I should say, God sees, God was. The more time will sort it out, right? I ain't gonna stress myself.
You have to listen. You have to remember, God is everything. God encapsulates everything. Our understanding of why certain things are encapsulated in God is beyond our comprehension, unless you really understand who God is, right? Yes. But we have to understand who the other side is now, who has access to our emotions, which is the devil. And he brings the negative out of these emotions. He brings the elongated periods in with these emotions. God's anger is not a sin, you know. Anger is not actually a sin. You know, when God says, don't go to bed angry, that means if you're angry, just don't go to bed angry. Do you know, like, that's because God sometimes gets angry. God understands sometimes we're going to get angry, but it depends on what you do when you're angry. Exactly. Yeah. It depends on what you do when you're angry. You know what I'm saying?
But I hear that, though, and that makes sense.
So there's emotions that are serious emotions, but you have to understand how to fine tune these emotions and how to use them in a responsible and sensible way. Because God, we were made in His image, remember. There's nothing that we do that He doesn't understand.
I really want to shape the room. I've got 2 questions. Now, you know when you look, like, I'm sure you lot must have watched a couple of Nollywood films for the African people.
Couple hundred.
Yeah? Have you never noticed when something started fuckery? It was it was the devil's work. It was the devil. Or when people do a fuckery. or now when people do a fuckery in this day and age, they want to talk about their mental health. So I could say, hey, bun the chips, man, blam. And I could say, yeah, it's my bipolar or it's rare.
Don't you think there's a link though? Because I believe
they're weaponizing it.
Demonic possession.
That's what I was asking. What do you think of that? Do you think
they're weaponizing?
I don't understand what you meant though.
You see, like, so for example, you see when Kanye goes mad and but he's got bipolar, alarm. It's stuff like that. But I see it as he's a grown man. He's very intelligent, very, very intelligent. Why does he need to weaponize his bipolar? Like, why can't we just say you just moving mad?
Let's not even use them dead.
For the sake of moving mad.
Made 2 words. Listen.
What do you mean?
You see, because that just sounds like something a Me Too woman would say. I'm sorry to say.
No, but it's just what they say. But he's got bipolar. Allow it.
I'm gonna be honest here. You see, we've covered this on like one episode last season, and it's as real. Like, a lot of people that are diagnosed with things don't have these things that they're diagnosed with.
Self-diagnosis.
Not even just self-diagnosis. Some people, you have to understand how these medical industries work. They have quotas. They get money off of certain diagnoses, off of writing certain prescriptions. So even if they ask you a trick question and you answer it, and it's like, well, they said yes, I can technically say that they've got bipolar. So let's just put it on their record. They flipped out once in their life. Someone accused them of being bipolar. Yep, they're bipolar. That was a female that they're bipolar. Yeah. A lot of these people are not actually, you get what I'm saying? Bro. People are just getting put in random positions and once they put that on your record, even if they've said, oh sorry, we made a mistake, it's still, they don't wipe it off your record. People will look in there and see, oh, you know, once upon a time you was medically bipolar. Wait, what? Don't know, you're a bit of a risk. You know what I mean? You got to kind of assess you. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's just not. It's not the case, like.
So Mali, I hope my question makes sense to you now, in terms of people using their mental health, or when they do some fuck shit, they will always say, "Oh, it was the devil's work. It wasn't me. It was the devil."
It could be the devil though.
Sometimes it's not
everything bad is the devil, bro. Oh no, everything.
But the Lord gives the devil permission to do that. The devil is not backdooring the
facts, but sometimes it's our fault. Sometimes we made the choices. It's not always the devil.
That's the part.
The devil's just chilling, but we just chose to do it. I blocked my sink. I'm not gonna blame the devil.
He tempted us, and we gave in to his temptation. That's how it works. We don't sin unless we're tempted.
So let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
So all them
don't give in to the pleasures of the flesh.
So all those, please, a joke. I'm like,
Yeah, right,
so cool. I hear this now, yeah. So what about all them people that have committed murders, serial killers?
Yeah, what about them?
Is it what are they all? Is it all just the devil infiltrating them?
Of course.
Alright, fair enough. Okay.
What else is it, bro?
Evil is of the devil, and murder is evil.
Of course, we know it's evil.
So what else could it be? They were tempted or they were possessed. It's as simple. You know what I mean? To take somebody's life away, to take a soul in a malicious way.
So are we saying now, anybody who does anything that's bad is not saying that's what we're saying, but
we're all worthy of hell, bro. We've all sinned.
No. I'm not saying we haven't. No, I'm not saying we haven't. But the question I want to ask is: so are we saying here that people that have done bad, it's either they've been possessed, evil spirit? Am I right to say that?
The evil spirit influenced you or possessed you. So the man that are selling drugs and road,
that's bad. Huh? That's bad, but they're doing it for a good reason.
Influenced by evil spirit. It's not a good reason. You can't listen. As much as we try to make excuses for that rubbish, I'm
gonna say it's right by the way, but what I am trying to say, what I'm saying is that for them who are doing a bad thing, they will see they're doing a good thing. They're trying to
you can't right or wrong with a you can't right or wrong with a wrong.
So it's void what you think.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Void, bro.
A God will respect you more if you went and got a cleaner's job to feed your family rather than trying to go outside and risk your life and your freedom or your family's health or whatever for a lifestyle, because it's not for money. You just want to live a certain lifestyle. You want to be able to buy certain things. You want to be able to live a certain way. I want the big TV. I want my kids to be able to like that. That's nothing to do with surviving. Do you know what I mean? And God will bless the person that actually sacrifices for a legitimate way of life. The person that goes the other way, they might have a good run and all that, but imagine living with your family, having to look over your shoulder, wondering when somebody funny's gonna knock it. Like, that's dead, because you're out here doing strippiness, mad illegal things from even your family home.
No, and I agree. Again, that was just me playing devil's advocate.
No, I hear you. I'm just saying, like, on a reality thing, like, or for somebody that you know what I mean.
No, because the only reason I was asking is because for those people who do them type of thing or for the people that support them, like their loved ones, they will see as much as it's bad. It's the good outcome would be that there's food on the table and there's regular income coming in.
But I just thought they're justifying his action.
Cool. But would you say he's possessed by an evil spirit?
No, there's an or. I said there's a no, because if you even pull back, every time I said it, I said they are influenced by an evil spirit or they are possessed.
You did say that.
You know what I'm saying? Influence
so would you say the drug dealing is then?
It's more influence.
That's an influence, bro. And to be honest, it could be both, because you have to understand, as a born again Christian, you are now free from the chance of being possessed. As a true born again Christian, you can't be possessed anymore.
Are you born again?
Of course.
Okay.
So that God, because Jesus inhabits your body, so the devil can't come and store himself in you, but he can definitely influence. And that's why, as a born again Christian, you're tempted more, because he knows he's trying to get you. He's already got the people that's sinning. He doesn't really care about them too much. He just throws them little bits of temptation. They jump at it. But people that are trying to chase him, the temptation is hard.
He's bringing 7 legions of his boys. You
get what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's that influence. People that are possessed. Not everybody that's possessed acts crazy. Some people can go 50 years of their life with a possession, and that spirit possession just means something is inhabiting you that is not of the house of the Lord.
And I appreciate that. I mean, for me,
I mean, they can definitely act weird or do things that are out of the ordinary or be over sexual or whatever. Like,
I say I got a smoking demon on me. That's what. Like, man,
I mean, the demon. I would say that's a demon of addiction. And I've dealt with that as well.
Everyone's got an addiction.
I told you.
Everyone does have addiction.
100%.
Like, we always seem to think addictions about drugs and
cocaine and them.
Yeah, like I was saying to my broski that my addiction personally is takeaway. That's my addiction. I can cook, but I'm lazy. You feel me? I'm the kind of brother, I'm gonna keep it a stack. You know what I mean? I'm a kind of brother where what makes me happy is, man, I've got a good restaurant and come and go there Saturday. You know what I mean? We've got drink, we've got company, good food, music. I'm that guy. He will tell you, I like togetherness. You know what I mean? Let's go get a food, have a joke, have a laugh. That's me. That's my addiction. Is takeaway and having a little glass of the rosé, a little Sauvignon Blanc. You know what I mean?
That's it, so
Get me a little Savvy B. You know what I mean? Come on. That's me. Bows. So that's my addiction. You know, and next man addiction is your next man addiction. You know, everyone's got some. Like I told him, everyone has something. Everybody. Everybody's got something.
Yeah, you can't go through this world sober.
You can't.
Was that?
You can. You have to, because God said that. Please let your mind be sober. But sober in a sense where you're not escaping the world.
Oh,
it doesn't matter if you're waved.
Sorry to cut you. I was talking to someone the other day, and I was saying, if I was to drink wine, and I get merry, merry's not the same as drunk.
That's what I was just about to say.
You get me? Because man's got sober mind. Not, he's saying you don't have a sober mind because you're merry. I say, bro, I'm not drunk though.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Man, just merry. Man can still be logic or
if you're not drunk, then you're fine. If you're drunk, then that's where the sin is.
That's what I'm saying. Because man can still have a sober mind.
Drinking to get drunk is absolutely wrong, and this is where people should know their limits. And I actually attribute that to smoking weed, because there are some people that don't know how much weed that they can smoke. So I attribute getting drunk and weed is when you're actually to the point of what they call it, a whitey.
Yeah.
People pull a whitey. I don't think I've ever pulled a whitey in my life. But it's where you either pass out or you throw up or all these funny, I don't know, you have a mad, like a drunk or whatever when you're smoking weed. I don't know what that means. You know what I'm saying? But it's the same thing. And I feel like, if you're merry, it's cool. I mean, there's nothing wrong with wine. Wine is absolutely fine in the house of the Lord. God makes the best wine, if nobody knew. Wine is one of the most prestigious royal things in the house of the Lord. However, it's communion, for goodness sake. It's communion. It's the blood of Christ in church, bro. Let's be real. Like, do you know what I'm saying? So there's nothing wrong with drinking and all them things, getting waved and all them things, but getting drunk is a high you mean with the high you means.
So why is alcohol stigmatized in the Christian? Because I know my church stigmatizes it.
Oh really?
Because of people's you have to. It's people are.
Because it can destroy your life.
Not sticking to the word. People are not sticking to the word, bro. Yes, it's all of these. You have to think about how traditional the church is.
Nuances of churches, isn't it?
It's the traditional. Like, you have to think about what kind of churches we go to. Like, bro, like I went to. I wouldn't call it African church because there was bare different cultures in my church. But my mum was African. There was African women there, so you know what I'm saying. But like, it was like they all had a particular view, but that's because they come from a generation where propaganda was very high. It was high. The films and the adverts and the public announcements that they had against like weed and alcohol and stuff like that, it was crazy in their time. Do you know what I mean? So it's like our generations coming in, we were just wild, man. We're like the 70s all over again. That's what they kind of equated our generation to, like the 70s.
Do you feel like the cultures from like, cause I go like to like a Brazilian Portuguese church. Do you feel like the cultures from the Brazilian and African faith, it just brought down to like UK, America, and then we just followed the church nuances? Not
from the faith, but from the church.
Obviously not from Christianity, but from the church.
Yeah, definitely from the tradition of the church. They're trying to be the format. This church is too formatted now, I believe. So, yes, we have to gather. And people say to me, I don't really have to go to church because, listen, man. Yeah, fine, church is in your heart, church is in your whatever. No, but Jesus said, when the word said, what we want to say, God said, do not forsake the gathering of the brethren. Like, it's important, but how else are you learning? You're not going to sit at home and read your Bible, really, are you? And really sit and give God 2 hours or an hour or 15 minutes and say, God, speak to me, please. I'm turning everything off. I just need to hear you. We don't do that. But if you're in the presence of your brethren, where you can actually pray and sing worship and read the word and have somebody that is more intelligent than you, let's admit, that can actually preach the word to you, why are we going to forsake that? And then we say, oh, well, the preacher's corrupt. The church is hypocritical. Yeah, so what? Your workplace is corrupt. Your boss is hypocritical, but
they're not ready for this conversation.
Do you get what I'm saying? You still
they're not
work
ready for this
him.
conversation.
You're still there. You still beg for him with your fucking employees when you need. Oh, can you help
bro,
me?
Bro, they use the church as a scapegoat, innit?
That's what it is, bro. Do you get what I'm saying?
But I'm not paid to go to church. I don't care if my manager takes drugs. But if my pastor takes drugs, I'm gonna leave the church.
It's some. Do you know what I'm
if
saying?
my pastor cheats on his wife, I'm gonna leave the church. I think it's a scapegoat, innit? Basically.
Okay, but the reason for the scapegoating, do you think it's a case of people expect better from their pastor because like?
Yeah, because they put the pastor on the pedestal.
Yeah, you should.
And that's not fair. Put your manager on the pedestal.
With all due respect.
Because if your manager doesn't pay you, you're still going to go to work. So what are we talking about?
100, listen.
With all due respect, I hear you, but I think it's because, as much as you say people put their pastor on the pedestal, fam, the pastors also move in a certain way as well.
100%.
I mean,
your manager's moving in a certain way.
If you're there preaching...
Quit your job.
Exactly, bro. Quit your job when your manager's moving.
We're compromising.
Facts.
Like me, anyway, we're compromising. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. It's look, you know, when people always say these funny things to me, I'm like, look, there's two options you have. Yeah. You stay in the church,
find another one.
Yeah, and you take what's the message that guy's preaching? Does it make sense? Mm-hmm. Does it contribute with the Bible you're opening, or are you just there listening? Mm-hmm. Have you opened it, or you're on your phone? Exactly.
Emotions.
If it corresponds, listen to him. Forget his life. It's not about his life. Or leave the church, like you did. Leave the church. You're not there. No one changed you to the seat. If the church is corrupt, go find another one.
But they don't do that.
Do you get what I'm saying? They say, oh,
why do they don't do that?
Because it's an excuse for them to go back to sin. It's easy.
Like, the only thing that I can justify is...
Or us, let me not even say them. For us.
If your pastor, God forbid, like, raped you or sexually abused you, and you leave the church and you give up on Christianity,
wow, we went in.
I can say, yeah, you know what?
That was all the way in.
No, because it's happened to people that I know, so I can't come with this.
I thought we went like your pastor smokes or something.
No, but what? Okay, I'm gonna go deep because I know people that's happened to you, but I'm not gonna say to them, "Oh, you're an idiot. Go stay in the church or find another." I can't say that to them because that's a very traumatic experience. How do you? Of course, you can't come back from that. But if it's a stupid reason that your pastor didn't say hello to you, or you know he got caught in an affair, and you're leaving the church and you don't find another one, what we did? Because your manager does that. You still go to work. Your favorite artist does it. You still listen to them. Why do we do this with the church and our pastors? It's not fair, man.
Do you think? I think it's probably a case of their belief is not as strong. It's not that strong. Then
it's not.
They don't feel like they're gaining anything from going to church, being a Christian.
They weren't there to gain in the first place.
Facts.
Listen. Listen. Let's go back to the word, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Look at the followers of Christ. Look how unclean they once were. And even while they were with him, look how they were struggling to be clean. But these are the people that Jesus himself sent into the world to preach his gospel. Whoa, people go, oh, you were once an accountant, oh, you were once a robber. Nah, Jesus trusted me with his word, bro. I brought it to you, bro. Forget that life, bro. Listen to the word. Is it good? Yeah, take it then. Because now you're just trying to escape from the good. That's what I've always said to people. If somebody tells you something and it's good, take the good. My teachers weren't good. They might have gone and been BDSM sex gods for all I know in their private time. But I still learnt maths.
Facts.
Do you get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. The maths they taught me wasn't corrupt. So why is it any different with the preacher?
Do you know what the problem is? It's because people, in my opinion, are not able to separate your past life and your present life. People are also not able to separate not the art.
It's true.
Not the art, but we'll say the art. People don't have to separate the art from the person.
But this is where you're not spiritually mature. This is now down to the individual. It has nothing to do with the preacher.
You could deep it, Wiz. You might talk to one of the man them, and I'm sure we might have all experienced. You might talk to one of the man them. You might be talking to a group of the man them. But you know what? There's just someone in the group that ain't really hear what my man's got to say because it's him talking.
Yeah.
Not because the message is shit, you know. Just because it's him talking. But is it making sense?
Bro,
yeah.
I'm gonna be real. Like I've been on that road for a long time, fam. But even that, I don't really care about. Do you know why I don't care about it? because you see when you come to the time where you meet God, and he says, "Did you hear my message?" And you said, "Yeah, I heard it." But you know the guy that I was speaking, I don't really like him. Yeah, God said, "No, I didn't ask you that. Did you hear the message?" You think every person that preached to me, I liked how they were preaching or who they were? You think I liked the breath that they were speaking to me with when they were so close talking to me? No. But what were they saying to me? Was it saving my soul? Yes.
But you see what the thing is now, yeah? That's where, in my opinion, people care so much about delivery rather than the actual message.
But that's
does
because...
Does the message make sense?
Let me tell you something, yeah? Let me tell you something about Jesus. Forget about Christianity now. Forget about being a Christian. Forget about hearing it. Forget about all of that. Let me tell you something about Jesus, the person that we're supposed to follow. Because remember, Christianity is not a religion. It is a faith. It is a relationship, a personal relationship between you and God. That is it, right? Mm-hmm. Let me tell you something. Jesus said, "Be humble, follow me." That's it. Don't do the things that are clearly, obviously wrong. Right? Do the things that you know are right because your conscience will tell you anyway. Yeah? Now, to answer your question, if somebody is conflicted, then they haven't accepted Christ or they're not ready to walk this path. It's as simple as that. There is no in the middle I'm trying to contemplate. You walk this walk, and it's not a hard walk, it's not a strict walk. It's simply put down your old sinful life and follow me. Yeah, you will still be tempted. You will even be tempted more. You will lose friends, you will lose family, you will lose people, because not everybody is trying to be attributed to my name. It's not cool in the world to be screaming Jesus all the time. It actually itches people's ears sometimes when you say that Jesus. They're just like, ugh.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny?
God forbid any bad
Yesterday I was on the app.
Jeez.
And anyway, we did the little prayer. There might have been about 5-6 people in the room. Mm-hmm. But once we started doing local gospel singing, one Johnny left the room, you know. He left the room because
the spirit came into his room.
He couldn't hack it.
The spirit came into his room.
Yeah,
he had to lock it.
Because we were singing,
he was about to start crying.
Thank you, Jesus.
Thank you, my love.
They were in the club, singing. So he left the room, like, when we started singing.
Talk about sexual sin. He's involved, man.
You know what I mean? I don't know. Do you know what? You know why I'm glad we woke this up in terms of people not leaving the work, or people not leaving the work, they're leaving church. It's why I say I personally cannot stand human beings sometimes. Because when it suits us, we want to start using these certain narratives, nuances, all these type of things.
We want to pick and choose, like you said. We want to select.
Yeah, selective.
I want to follow this one, but I don't know about this one.
Like with boundaries now.
Like God was unsure when he was making the rules.
Like with boundaries now.
God is not unsure.
It's selective as to when people want to talk about boundaries.
Yeah, man says about
you know about boundaries when it's your yard. And
you know
what I mean? I don't want you to come to, if you're going to come to my, I beg you shout me first, my bro. You know what I mean? That's your boundary. You get me? So you made that clear, but are you respecting the other man's boundary? Hey, bro, I beg you stop wearing my trainers, stop dissing my community like that in front of the people, please. You're not respecting my man's boundaries. We're expected to respect you when it comes to knocking at your door, though, right? Right? That's what I can't deal with as human being and as Christians sometimes. It's the selective picking and choosing, like we're picking cherries from the fucking tree. I can't deal with that.
And it's only sending us to one place, man.
If you know what, for me, I'd rather, me as a person, bro, I'd rather we're all the way in or we're all the way out. Not 1 foot in, 1 foot out, giving you 75% of the information or being 50%. Yeah. Are we in or are we out? We're working in progress. Don't get me wrong. Ain't nobody perfect in this world. But I can't deal with people who want to move like their shit don't stink. And it does stink. Probably worse than mine. Because at least with me, I can be wrong and say X, Y, and Z. Some Christians can't do that, fam. Some Christians do so much more worse things than non-Christians, but because they go to church on a Sunday and they know the Bible from back to front, or they know what was the first book, what's the fifth to the last book in the Bible, they think that that's their way into heaven. No,
there's no Christians in hell that know the Bible.
Don't kill me, man.
There's no Christians that got 100% attendance. They're in hell.
It's true though, because you know what the name of the fifth to the last Bible.
Yeah, but that don't mean it's about how you carry yourself.
And I hear that, P, but the way some Christians move, they don't know that, fam. Like I said, it's enough people, even if you do not believe what I'm saying to you now, God sees my heart, and it's true.
Yeah,
Because you not ask me a question and say, "Dots, hey, Bob, do you like Susan?" My opinion is, you already have an answer in your head, so no matter what I say, you're gonna sound either capping or Dots. I hear it. So no matter what I say, you may or may not believe me, but God sees my heart. That's actually my bar. I say that to Arsenal, tell you. I say that to him all the time, but if you don't believe me, God sees my heart. I know I'm speaking my truth, whether you think it's cappuccino or not.
Cappuccino with a side of sprinkles, yo.
Oh yeah.
How you mean?
Oh, and a bit of caramel if you're naughty.
You're
a bit naughty, do you know what I mean, man? A bit naughty. You know what I mean? But that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm proud to be a Christian. Do you get it? But
100.
I'm not gonna lie. It might ruffle your feathers a bit as a born again, but since you want us to wake up, because we can do it.
Let's do this, man. Let's go
there,
there,
P. What are we saying?
Alright, cool. Let's go.
So, I've got my shades on. Can you see my eyes? No joking.
So, alright, cool. What do you think of people who are now spiritualists? People who... man. You don't even allow me to land.
No, because I'm not... You know what I think about them people?
I know.
Are you talking about the sage burning...
Yeah, them...
Crystal rubbing...
Crystals.
Oh, the rocks. Oh, going back there, bro.
Yeah.
Candle wielding.
They touch on the rocks for happiness. They believe in horoscopes.
They're dancing in the forest, witches.
I switched because I'm a Virgo.
I feel like I know that's witchcraft. They don't know what they're doing. See, I'm an African. People think all of these things are cool. Where I come from, a spiritualist is the guy in the bush that people go to. And you gotta give him either 2 goats or however
chicken
much
blood.
money he asked for.
You need to bath in chicken blood.
People start, I don't know where the process goes from there.
Dance with the rat and all them things there.
I don't know what their process is.
Cool. Now,
but that's what a spiritualist I know is in Africa, yeah? Here, they've turned it into, what do they call it, a sisterhood thing? Because there's some only females out there. The guys out there, what do you call it?
This nonsense, meditation.
Yeah,
meditation. Unfortunately, sorry guys, yoga. I just have to put it out there. If you didn't want to, I
was gonna touch on that.
Yeah, I mean, I know a lot of people don't want to hear it, but yoga is witchcraft. It actually, it's witchcraft. Let's know. I don't have to explain it. Yeah. Oh, how could it be witchcraft? Yeah. Yoga is witchcraft. If you didn't know, research that shit.
Everything comes from somewhere, innit?
Yeah, it's not. It's a practice
now,
of divination.
But can you change the context of yoga?
No.
Can you say to God, can I change this witchcraft into something? I can
No, I'm just asking the question.
Not me. I said I'm asking because what you said to me is what I'm gonna have to say to God.
Oh my God!
Can you say to God?
This is that though. Don't
What?
worry about me.
If God has deemed something,
Yeah.
this is witchcraft. And you know what
God said he does not change, bro.
God says, suffer not a wish to live. That's what God said. You don't suffer them to live, so they shouldn't.
No, I
live.
only ask because
Don't
there's
suffer
people
it.
that do yoga, but they say they do it for exercise.
I hear that. Yeah.
And they may not know any better.
But me personally, you shouldn't do it, innit? You know what I'm saying?
I've got an excellent question for you, my people.
Yeah.
So let's say this Christian, staunch Christian, yeah, but they do yoga, but
A lot of them do, you know.
they're doing it. To,
I'm just
what's
stretching.
the other one? Pilates.
Yeah, polite.
I don't know where Pilates comes from.
Cool.
Pilates, all you want for that, no.
We'll stick with yoga then.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, the person who does yoga maybe just want to do a little stretch, get that crank on their shoulder. I don't know, innit? I've never done yoga, innit?
Loosen up their thighs or something,
Yeah,
whatever they want to do.
You know what I mean?
That's what these guys doing yoga for, man.
You're getting old, you
There's
know?
stretches for that.
Alright, cool.
Just do a sports stretch.
Sports stretch.
Man's all doing poses going.
Yeah, who are you humming to?
Hum. What?
Who are you humming? Who are you calling? Who
What
are you
frequencies are
calling?
you trying to reach, bro?
The frequencies of peace.
Oh my God.
That's what they do. They do yoga for peace. And
I've never done
that's
it.
what I've seen it on the TV, innit?
The man there do is they're doing the ritual to connect to the demon realm, bro.
Alright, now let's talk back onto the African aspect you were talking about.
Alright.
Now, where I'm from.
Or do you believe that people can turn into cats and animals? And
Yes,
Oh, do you want to make that up?
No, it's there.
I've seen it.
Well, you seen it?
Yeah.
Swear.
Never did it.
What?
Oh my god.
So you're saying
Max.
what? My man, what did he do? What,
I don't want to talk about
walk in the alleyway and come out a cat?
Obviously, the windows are
Oh, what? You seen that video?
I've seen it.
No, I ain't seen that video.
Apparently, someone Sneakball turned into a cat or something. Some rumor or something like that.
Apparently,
Sneakball turned into a cat. But he did Judge or something. That was back in the day. Why you not laughing?
I don't want to put it down to witchcraft. Obviously, they believe in the law of the land. They believe in the spirit of the land. Not all of it is witchcraft.
And
God of it is
God of Thunder.
What for in that?
Man said 4.
Because that's the first thing I goes on. What? Four from Nigeria, yeah?
What? Four's Nigerian?
I didn't know my man was from Nigeria, bro.
Four is
God of fam.
No, it's God of Thunder, man.
Who's doing the hammer?
That's 4. He's the God of Thunder.
He's the God of Thunder.
Nigeria, you.
He does the little thunder thing.
But he's Igbo, that, so.
Man said this.
Man, light skin, innit? He's Igbo, bro.
He's white.
He's from us, from our
Man
side.
said Four's Nigerian. Shout out to Four.
Nigeria.
Yo.
You lot are
That would
mocking
be a
it, man.
great twist for Black Panther, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, so
Anyway, but yeah.
Obviously.
Whole time Marvel was
obviously
copyrighted that idea, by the way. But
Yeah,
no, sorry,
done.
bro.
So no, I was just gonna say like with African spirituality or Yoruba traditional belief, like they believe in God.
Mhm.
Not gonna lie to you, they do believe in
There's God in there.
Yeah, there is. You didn't know?
No, he's in there.
No, he is.
But with the Yoruba people, there's a lot of other stuff in there as well.
I know. It's me I'm talking to. I know.
Cool.
I know. But I know that some of those people back home who believe in traditional belief, it's not used in a negative way. It's actually back in the day, back in our ancestors' day, before Nollywood and everything is, warp people's mind to it in a negative way. When there was a problem in the community, people will go to the elders and, you know what I mean? Let's say like now, give you a perfect example. Let's say, for example, a snake bit a young child's foot now, yeah? Okay. They'd go to the elders, they'd mix some herbs, make the child drink it or whatever, give it a few days, a few weeks, it's all good. Obviously now with Nollywood
Why is this guy busting up?
Leave him, I'm just going to ignore him. Obviously now with Nollywood, we just think of witches and we just think of Babalawo and people doing money rituals.
What, man drinking ghost blood?
Don't get me, I don't know about that one.
That
I don't know about, but I'm going to keep it real. I'm not going to lie to you, man. What we see in Nollywood, I'm going to keep it real. It's not that far-fetched.
It's not that far-fetched though. It's kind of spot on what they do. Sometimes it's underplayed. No, I'm joking. Sometimes they exaggerate. But what I want to say is, and I hear what you're saying, and this is something that Black people bring up a lot. Africans bring this up a lot. Spiritualists bring this up a lot. They say back in the day, this is what our ancestors was doing. That does not make it correct. There was wrongdoing from back in the day.
Facts.
There was misguided belief from the Old Testament. There was people that was coming with their own religions. There was people that was coming with their own interpretation of who they thought God was and how they should try to reach him and talk to him. So not all of these practices that were and like talking to ancestors and divination and astral projection, all of these things are not good. All of these things God speaks.
So I'm going to speak to my ancestor for.
They'll give you the answer, innit? They'll give you the answer. They'll say, they'll say, Mark is the one that stole the milk. You get
No, that's not what we're supposed to be doing though. It's like you were saying. Why are we picking and choosing? Why are some people choosing to try and cross into spiritual planes when we are human beings? God made us physical. Yeah, we have a spirit in us, but respect your spirit. We have a spirit in us because we just have a spirit in us. That's our default programming. Because everything that happens in the physical happens in the spiritual first. We are physical though. God respected us enough to make us a human. Why are we trying to go and try and be a spirit again? And then say we can disregard our human being, do whatever we want with it, but I want my spirit. We have to respect our spirit, but why is everyone trying to be so spiritual? Why is everyone trying to be in the spirit? That's why everyone's trying to do mushrooms and acid and do this and that, because everyone's trying to cross planes.
What's acid, fam?
LSD.
Yeah, it's like a drug.
It's psychedelic. But everyone's trying to. Everyone's trying to. It's not even new. It's extremely odd. But everyone's trying to basically escape from their reality. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, now when we talk about the whole spiritualist for a second, do you not think that's a new? Not to sound ignorant.
No.
But do you not think that's a? Let me land with guys.
I'm sorry.
I was gonna say not to sound ignorant, but do you not think it's a new age thing? The reason why I asked that because 10 years ago I wouldn't hear about no spiritualism.
Because it wasn't cool. It wasn't cool back then.
Maybe it's just the level of exposure on social media that it has now.
It's just because it wasn't cool. That like,
it wasn't cool back then.
Yeah, because nowadays there's everything. A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
Because if you saw that 10 years ago, we used to say, oh, that's what
That's some really thing.
Them
That's some really man thing.
Man, it's cool now, so everyone does it. Everybody wants to walk around in sage, and everybody wants to.
A lot of this stuff was in hiding. From back in the day, a lot of this stuff was in hiding. You know what I'm saying?